Warren?
don't.
Oh, you just whatever Warren. Okay, good.
What y'all love about the show today?
It was our pleasure to love on you. It was a collective effort, and we thank you so much again for this platform. But it's our pleasure to love on you the way you love on everybody else. So, yeah, I loved all of that, all the love that was poured on you today, and I'm glad that you received it.
Thank you. Griffington?
Yep, your birthday love was brought to you by One Voyage. Bigger, bolder, and on a brand new ship. One Voyage 2026 is here. Sail with Ricky Smiley from Miami this October for the ultimate adults-only experience. Visit onevoyagecruise.com today. E, you are one of the specialist ladies in my life. I'm so blessed to be able to not only know you, listen to your music, tell you that I listen to your music, and hear you tell me where you was at when you made the music, like in that order. So that's how my mind think. I'm all tick with it. So I actually love that you know how to talk to me, you understand me. And I wanted to say during my Mr. Griffin, for some reason, you are like a Griff whisperer. Like my wife will call you, my mom will call you. Like she just she's never yelled at me. She just have me look a different way. Like, hey, did you think about this? Did you like? And I'm like, I ain't even think about it. She an angel. She an earth angel.
You so funny.
So thank you, man. Love you.
You more than welcome. Listen, all of y'all, just thank you so much. And Father, my heart is overwhelmed because you are so kind. You are so good. You are so loving, Lord God. And just when we feel like we've come to our end, Lord Jesus, you show us that there's more. You show us the value. And so I thank you so much for everyone that has called, everyone that has shared. I thank you, Lord God, for everything you've given me. I thank you, Lord, for the space that I'm in now. I'm just so grateful. Your word says you'll do exceedingly abundantly. And Father, you just keep blowing my mind just with your love. It's not the stuff, it's your love. So Father, help us to always focus on your love. That's the most important thing. That's the fuel. That's the strength. That's the power. That's the secret sauce. It is your love. And I thank you for it. So continue to love us and we'll give it all back to you because it's already yours. In your mighty name I pray. Thank God. Amen.
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 I love y'all. We'll see you tomorrow. And we'll be faith walking.
Love talking.
Enjoy living.
You make me sick. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much.
Love you, mama.
Bye, Lily. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Up next on Get Up Mornings.
Hi, I'm Zoe, a personal stylist at Macy's Herald Square, and I live for our friends and family sale because I can say yes to the brands my customers have been eyeing, like BCBG, 30% off, Kendra Scott, 30% off, Steve Madden, Levi's, yep, 30 off. And yes, there's 15 off Macy's Beauty and Fragrance too. Yes, you can also sign up for Star Rewards and earn faster at Macy's Friends and Family today. Savings off regular and already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
Girls with curls. I don't know about you, but my hair is beautiful. But sometimes it needs a little extra control. I have to tell you about my new best friend, Mix Chicks. With Mix Chicks hair care products, I no longer fear frizz. All I need is Mix Chicks, and I have soft, defined curls that aren't sticky. Mix Chicks is the original multicultural brand for textured hair, and they make products for everybody. So visit mixchicks.net. That's MIXEDCHICKS.
This is Vice Mayor Jan Michelle Lemon Kearney.
And this is Congressman Greg Landsman.
Trump and his followers in Congress are trying to make it harder for us to vote.
But we're fighting back so every single vote counts.
With the primary election coming up Tuesday, May 5th, we want to remind you about Ohio's voter ID law.
Before you vote, whether early at the Board of Elections, by mail, or on Election Day, check your voter registration.
To vote in person, you must bring a valid Ohio driver's license, state ID, U.S. passport, or military ID, and make sure it hasn't expired. Nothing else will be accepted.
As your new member of Congress, I'm fighting Trump's outrageous health care cuts, fighting his costly tariffs, and fighting the tax cuts for billionaires.
Now is the time to support strong leaders like Greg, who aren't afraid to fight for us. Greg doesn't take corporate PAC money. He is unbought and unbossed, and he continues to bring money back home, where it belongs.
I'm Greg Landsman, candidate for Congress, and I approve this message, paid for by Landsman for Congress.
You have responsibilities: rent, food, utilities. The list goes on. What if there was a career that offered stability, great pay, and a future? Metro operators earn $56,000 year one and up to $65,000 year two, plus great benefits, paid training, and a $2,000 hiring bonus. Apply at go-metro.com/drive and move up to Metro.
I slept in a lot of different rooms, different beds, but none of them really felt like mine. I spent 14 years in foster care, mostly in group homes. And I never had much left because I always had to be ready to move. Why get things if you just have to let them go?
There are more than 100,000 children in foster care waiting to be adopted. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is working to help find them a forever family and a permanent home of their own.
Now I have my own room with walls that tell my story. I love hanging out in here. I play dress up with my sisters and I sing and make videos. But the best part, knowing I'll always have a place to go and a family that loves and supports me.
If you have room in your home or your heart, see how you can help at davethomasfoundation.org.
We got out of Washington State, and I think a week after, state went on lockdown for COVID.
So then when we transitioned to Texas, it was very much so like, what are we going to do now?
Operation Homefront has allowed our family to make something of ourselves again in the world after the military.
It's completely changed the way our life is. It took us from a hopeless situation, and now we're homeowners. We have a savings account. I'm the first one to own a home out of my siblings.
Visit OperationHomefront.org to learn more.
At the YMCA, finding your why starts by making an impact together, touching lives for the better. It can be the gift of time or treasure, supporting a community through talent without measure. Here, compassion fuels commitment, finding fulfillment through enrichment, serving and improving. What a way to live, and what a gift it is to give. Find your why and get involved today at ymca.org. for a better us.
I'm Chris Jakovic. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jakovic, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide. My service never stops.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
After my wife died, I lost myself too. I didn't feel like doing anything or seeing anyone. Then my granddaughter called to say she misses me, and I realized I had to make a change. That's when I made the call. I got referred to a psychiatrist, and she explained depression can happen to anyone. I'm learning that getting help doesn't make me weak. It makes me stronger. Mental health care works when you make the call.
See what it can do for you at mentalhealthcareworks.org. A message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
Being isolated and lonely can be harmful to your health, resulting in high blood pressure, a greater risk of heart disease, and early onset dementia. So it's important to build and maintain social connections. Try a new hobby, volunteer, exercise, or use your phone or other device to stay in touch. Visit connecttoeffect.org to find resources and ways to stay connected. Presented by AARP Foundation with support from United Healthcare.
When it comes to prescription medications, it's essential to apply safe practices to protect your health and safety. To avoid misuse and abuse, never share or borrow medication. Keep your prescriptions out of the wrong hands by storing them in a lockbox and disposing of medication properly. Finally, understand your prescription information. Don't be afraid to ask your pharmacist and doctor for help. And if buying prescriptions online, be sure to use VIPS accredited pharmacies. Learn more at awarerx.org, a public service from the National Association of Boards of Pharmacy Foundation.
Hey Mom, how about this game?
What's it rated?
Let's
see.
T for teen with violence and suggestive themes? No.
Video games are fun, but not all games are right for all players. Look for the rating symbol in content descriptors and read the rating summaries that tell you what's actually in the game.
This one better?
Much.
For more information about ratings and rating summaries, visit esrb.org.
WDBZ, Cincinnati, 1230 The Buzz, your talk station.
2 people were taken to the hospital Tuesday after being rescued from a burning home in Newport. The fire started at 15th Street home around 5:30 p.m. There's been no word on the cause of the fire and no word on the condition of the people rescued. Charges are being filed against an 18-year-old suspect accused of threatening violence against staffers at Licata High School. Investigators say that Ashton Zhao made the statement on Sunday that he was planning to drive his vehicle into the school with the aim of killing its principal and counselor. He was taken into custody Monday on charges including making a terroristic threat. A former athletics coach has been arrested on child pornography charges. Green Township Police arrested Dominic Bellissimo Tuesday after the execution of a search warrant at his home. Reports say hundreds of videos were discovered, many showing girls as young as 2 years old engaged in sexual activity. He is expected to appear in court today. The Reds picked up a win Tuesday night in the opener of a 3-game series versus Colorado. They played at Great American Ballpark and beat the Rockies 7-2. I'm Heather Pasco on 1230 The Buzz.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
The Lincoln Ware Show is on.
In 3, 2, 1.
Now.
Right now.
Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky, it's a bird.
It's a plane. Lincoln, Bobingan, Bonana, Pineapple, Bingan, Feed, Fine, Momingan, Lincoln.
They say this cat Lincoln is a bad mother. I'm just talking about Lincoln.
Good morning, Cincinnati. Welcome to 1230 WDBZ. We are the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station, the Lincoln Ware Show, till 1 o'clock this afternoon. And there's a lot going on. 2 Jewish people were stabbed in London. And there's a lot of anti-Semitic attacks going on all over the place. Yeah. Speaking of London, the King and Queen are in town. And they were even talking about Melania had a body double at one of the events. I don't know. People have lost their minds with all these conspiracies. Apparently, she's got a body double, and sometimes the person fills in for her with Trump. And I don't believe that, but maybe so. They say you can tell when it's the body double because he never touches her.
I don't think he touches the real one.
I don't either. Yeah, so I don't know. And he was talking to the King and Queen, Charles and what's her name, Camilla? And he was talking about his parents, his father. I forgot his first name, Donald Trump's father. But anyway, he was talking about they were married 60 years. And then he looked over at Melania. He said, "I'm sorry, honey. I don't think we're going to make it. We're not going to make it." And so then Jimmy Kimmel said, he's making fun of his death. Why does he want to get on me for making fun of his death? And that's true. He was making fun of his death, saying he won't be alive for 60 years. For them to make 60 years of marriage. I don't know how long they've been married. 20-something, maybe. She's 23 years younger than he is. 23 years younger. But anyway, he made a joke about his own death. But when somebody else makes a joke about his death, then he's got issues.
He's got serious issues. Trying to get ABC's license pulled. They're under review now with the FCC. It's just, oh boy. I just don't know what this administration. Comey is under indictment again. And, jeez, I tell you, going after his enemies. Going after his enemies. Unbelievable. And Powell's future and his legacy is coming to an end. Well, his legacy, what will that be? Anyway, we'll find out with the new Fed chair, Walsh, when he comes in. We'll see what happens. But I got a feeling this guy's going to be a puppet for Donald Trump. If it's not time to lower the interest rates, he'll lower them anyway, and we'll have to suffer. Oh, by the way, I did go over to Evanston to the Marathon station, and I bought the $4 and what was it, 20? I think it was $4.29, $4.99, somewhere around. I mean, $2.99. It was It was under $3. It was $2.90 something.
$2.99.
Maybe it was $2.99. And I went in there. People were lined up trying to get in. I mean, they weren't lined up down the street, but every pump was full. You had to wait till your spot opens to pull in there. And today it's $3.85, $3.75. Like now, they went up. I'm glad I filled up. Yes, my car's running okay. If it was going to mess up, if they had water in there, it would be messing up now. It would be missing and jerking and pulling. But no, it's running great. So it was real gas at a good price. You should have got in on it yesterday. It's over now. But it's still not $4 a gallon. So just down the street at the UDF, it was $4.25, I think. Yeah. So it's still a deal. People were filling up. So we'll see. I said, boy, I hope I make it home without any problems. I'll never hear the end of it. Terrence Howard will never let me forget it. But that marathon did the thing. I don't know how they did it, but I knew they couldn't make it to Thursday. They changed those prices quick, real quick. Congress is investigating. Well, they haven't started yet, but there's calls for Congress to investigate a Navy food shortage. Those aircraft carriers and all those groups with the aircraft carriers, there's a shortage of food out there. Information that proud parents of U.S. Navy sailors just don't want to hear. Their child may be eating lousy food while fighting a war in the Middle East. Gut-turning pictures of food served to service members on 2 major U.S. warships fighting the Iran war was shared by USA Today. And I don't know what that was on the picture, but it didn't look good. It didn't look good. And, you know, aircraft carriers, they're known to have great food. They're known to have really good food. And I don't know what the battleships and all the support ships have, but the carrier always had great food. So I don't know what's going on. They say this is completely unacceptable and Congress must investigate. The most powerful military in the world is failing to adequately feed its own troops. Yeah. So, and at least they could do, you know, it's costing millions a day to be out there. The least they could do would be to feed the troops on there. That's the least they could do. USA Today first reported earlier this month on the concerns from family members of sailors and Marines on board the USS Abraham Lincoln and the USS Tripoli, an aircraft carrier and amphibious assault ship fighting in the Iran war. Photos showed, USA Today showed half-empty cafeteria trays of 2 service members. One holding a meager scoop of moist shredded meat and a handful of boiled carrots, dry burger, and mysterious slice of gray spam-like meat. What? Yes. Oh, boy. That sounds horrible. Nothing like what we used to eat on the USS Midway.
No bread, no water, just meat.
So somebody managed to see they could do that now. There's no way we can even talk to people back home when we were on the ship. You know, these guys can send pictures and do all kind of stuff. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And there's women on those ships too. I don't know how that's going. I watch NCIS, and it seems like everything is okay. But, of course, that's TV. I don't know how it would have gone, especially when you've been out at sea for 3 or 4 weeks at a time. Even the ugliest of women probably looked pretty good. So,
Everybody sucked off your great big black breast.
oh, boy. Let me move on here. 513-749-1230. And, yeah, a pastor wrote a marriage advice book. This is down in Georgia. His name is Pastor Leslie Williams. Pastor Leslie Williams, who wrote a marriage advice book, was arrested after authorities said that he was found to have more than one wife. Yes. Now he's awaiting extradition from Georgia on bigamy charges. And there you go. He's giving you marriage advice, and he's married to 2 women. Well, I guess he could give you double the advice.
There you go. Obviously, he knows what he's talking about.
Yes. He's got 2 of them on the hook. Yeah. And so now he's being arrested for bigamy.
Free Leslie.
Man.
Free that man right now.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right. Let's see. What else we got here? We got, the Reds. Man, those Reds. I just don't know. This is wake me up from this dream. This can't be true. The Reds. Boy. I got Rebecca Beach coming on. The homeless lot opens up tomorrow. You know, it was supposed to open up in March. And they delayed it and everything, but it's supposed to open tomorrow. The homeless lot for people living out of their cars, and they have students attending Cincinnati Public Schools. The homeless lot will open up on Southern Avenue right outside of Taft Elementary tomorrow. Right there in Mount Auburn. What station was I listening? I think it was Channel 12. They said Taft Elementary was in the West End. No, it's in Mount Auburn, right there on Southern, right on the corner of Southern and Young Street. Yes. And that opens tomorrow, so we'll talk to Rebecca Beach and find out what's going on with that, and I'm sure she's excited to get this thing going to help these people out. They've got big bags of products for them and everything. So we will see. We will see. We came to find out that 2 students' names were given to ICE when they visited Cincinnati Public Schools. And I don't know whether that should have happened or not, but they gave them the names of 2 students, believe it or not. Yeah. District emails obtained by the Enquirer this week show CPS was aware that the gratis police officers who appeared on school property on April 15th carried a list of 30 students with them. The district maintains that school personnel did not entertain the police chief's attempt to check on the welfare of those on the list, while records show that staff at Western Hills University Academy did, in fact, verify 2 names on the list of students. Yeah. So Superintendent Shauna Murphy emailed the Board of Education members shortly after 3 p.m. the day of the incident, saying that the Gratis police chief visited Western Hills, Reed's E. Price Academy, and Roberts Academy, claiming to be doing wellness checks on students. They had a list of 30 individuals they were checking on, and Murphy wrote in the email, Western Hills High School verified 2 names on the list as students. So I'm sure they're not happy about that. We moved on. This is not even an issue anymore, the district said in a statement yesterday. So, yeah, I don't think they were supposed to release those 2 names. Now ICE has the names of 2 students, and hopefully their parents are legal. If not, they're going to turn those names over and they'll probably find out where these kids live. And who knows, they may show up at their front door. You never know. You never know. All right, let's take a break.
Oh, Mr. Ware, before we go to break.
Yes.
Tony called in, the guy that told you about the gas.
Yes.
$2.99. He told me to tell you, he hooked you up, Lincoln, so don't forget.
Okay.
He gave you the hookup, Lincoln.
Okay, he gave me the
so
tip
don't you forget.
about the gas. I won't forget. Okay, unbelievable. Jeez. What about everybody else who went over there and got gas too? They shouldn't forget either. We won't forget you, Tony. His name was Tony, right? We won't forget you, Tony. Thanks for that hookup, that cheap gas. Yes. All right, let's take a break, and then we'll come back. The Lincoln Ware Show, 1230, The Buzz.
Pay attention. Got a business, a brand, a product you want?
Yeah. They got a sign. They didn't even have the sign lit up yesterday with that $2.99 gas. They didn't even have the sign on yesterday. The sign is up today with $3+ gas. Yeah. That sign is up today. They turned the sign off with the $2 gas. Woo! Supreme Court strikes down Louisiana's second majority black congressional district in landmark redistricting case. Okay. Oh, boy. Oh. Ohio State Patrol patrolling the West End. Can you see that? State Patrol is patrolling the West End. Huh? I think did Fiji want that, and they didn't want that. I think that was the case. Fiji wanted it, but they didn't want it. But they are in the West End, over the Rhine. When were these photos taken? Council meets today for the first time since Fiji has been fired.
Now is the time to talk. Visit alz.org/ourstories to learn more. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
If you need to talk about it, we're here. Get on up. 1230 AM WDBZ, your talk station.
1230 WDBZ, the buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you on a Wednesday. And, sightings of the Ohio State Patrol patrolling OTR and the West End. So are they here? Are they here for good? Or what's going to happen with that? Or this is the last of the month. I think they come around the first and the last of the month, I do believe. So maybe this is just one of those times where the Ohio State Police patrolling the mean streets of Cincinnati. All right, let's go downtown to the Crime Stopper headquarters and check in with my good friend, Detective Tiffany Green. How are you?
I'm good. Good morning, Lincoln. How are you?
I'm hanging in there.
Are you staying dry?
I'm trying. Yes. I'm like a duck. It just rolls off my back.
Yeah, it's a gloomy hump day.
Yes. Yes. So any plans for the weekend yet? Or you just now, it's too early in the week for you because you're the spur of the moment type.
Well, you're correct about the first half, but it is actually Flying Pig weekend.
Oh, that's right. Are you running?
I am. I'm going to run on Saturday.
Oh, boy. With Baker?
No, you know what? Lisa's not participating. She ran the Cap City last week.
Oh, okay.
She's not in town, so she won't be able to participate in the Flying Pig.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I guess that it takes a little longer for that body to recover.
It does, but I'll be with our run group, Black Girls Run.
Oh, okay. Black Girls Run. All right. Okay. All right. Well, who are we looking for today?
Cincinnati Police District 4 is looking for DeAndre Jones. Mr. Jones is wanted for aggravated robbery and misdemeanor contempt of court on April 26th of 2026. Mr. Jones forced entry into the victim's residence and pointed a firearm at the victim and threatened to kill them. DeAndre Jones is a black male. He's 29 years old. He's 5'11" and 185 pounds. DeAndre Jones has a history of drug offenses, falsification, and resisting arrest, and was last known to live on Newfield Avenue in Roseline. Cincinnati Police District 3 is looking for Kathy Dole. Ms. Dole is wanted for felony possession of drugs. On April 10th of 2026, Ms. Dole was found to be in possession of antihistamine after being transported to the Hamilton County Justice Center. Kathy Doyle is a white female. She's 38 years old. She's 5'4" and 135 pounds. Kathy Doyle has a history of falsification, disorderly conduct, and obstructing official business, and was last known to live on Academy Hill in East Price Hill. Listeners, if anyone has information on where police can find DeAndre Jones or Kathy Doyle, please contact Crime Stoppers at 513-352-3040 or submit a tip online at crime-stoppers.us.
All right, 352-3040, night or day. And as always, cash money for your clues, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
I will talk to you tomorrow. Have a good one.
All right. That will be Kevin Aldridge tomorrow. Yeah. The Preacher Man will be in tomorrow. All right, 513-749-1230. Lincoln Ware with you. And I see again, this is on the corner of Queen City and Harrison. The BP at Queen City and Harrison, regular gas, $4.79. $4.79 at Queen City and Harrison. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. $4.79. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Thank you, Donald Trump. It's all your fault. All right, David Whitehead.
Hey, Lincoln, Ware, how you doing?
Pretty good. What's up?
Well, I want to real quick touch base in regards to the situation that's going with CMHA and the individuals that have the housing issue as it relates to the person that allegedly, because I have to be very careful because there is some legal implications, have taken their rent money
at the
and
Evanston.
not turned it in.
Yeah, at the Evanston over there. Yes.
Yes, Evanston. And I know they have a meeting tonight. I have schedule conflict, so there's my housing chair, but I want them to know that we are on top of it. They're not forgotten. We're actually doing things to try and make sure that they are protected, their rights are protected. One of the things that has happened is I've done research with the situation that happened in Cleveland. Like they had almost a similar situation happen in Cleveland and how they went about their approach of doing both the investigation and making sure that the residents were not harmed. Mm-hmm. And I've talked with Greg Johnson in regards to what those 30-day notices were. And those 30-day notices in our conversation was to give the residents a notification to come down and get their records cleared. Mm-hmm. So to have a sit down, and they had a designated person that would sit down and review their case so that they can get these people back on track and clear all the books, because you have to clear the books.
Right. I mean, somebody got a $1 eviction notice.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
That's crazy. But there could be, that's just an alert to tell you, come have a review.
Yeah.
And I haven't been able to get have another conversation with them since that $1 eviction notice happened. But the conversation that I had with him, those were notifications just to come have a meeting, not to vacate the premises. Mm-hmm. And they have to clear those books because they have to report out as well.
Right. I mean, they can just start fresh. Okay, everybody up to date, even the people who turned in their money orders and all this, everybody was starting from day one. It's just like you just rented the apartment and let's start over.
So here's the problem, and the same problem happened in Cleveland. When there are people that have been victimized by a bad actor, there's other people that try and utilize the opportunity to not do what they were supposed to be doing. Mm-hmm. So not everyone has been a victim of what they saw in Cleveland. Some of them just decided, okay, well, I'm going to join in on, I already paid my money, so I'm not going to pay. And it was not factual. So these are things that we've been working on. My housing chair has been working. I've been working to try and do investigation and get a clear understanding of what's going on. Just because people don't physically see us in spots sometimes don't mean we're not working.
Right.
You know, and I hate to do it like this, to put it out here like this, because I'm not about the cameras. I'm not about all. I want the work to be done, and I want people to be protected.
But people need to know what you're doing. They need to know, because they're the first ones to say, "What's the NAACP doing? They're not doing anything."
And people get on me all the time. They're like, "Baby, you work so hard, but you don't tell nobody."
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't have time. You know, so that's why I'm on here now, because I got 3 more meetings today.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Lincoln Ware show is going to be over, and I won't have a chance to call in. But calling in now to let them know we are on top of it. We are fighting to make sure that there's nobody wrongfully evicted, make sure that, you know, their rights are protected as tenants in that facility. You know, way we do with everybody else when their rights are being violated. So,
all right. I'm glad those folks have been they've been struggling over there for months.
I know, Lincoln, and it hurts my heart that anybody would take advantage of anyone, especially our seniors.
Yes.
You know, and it's not an exclusive senior building, which has been a misnomer that's out there.
And I hate that stuff too. I hate that. If it's a senior building, seniors should live there.
Right, exactly, and it's not just seniors living there. But no one should be victimized by somebody else's greed.
Yes.
And I don't know, you know, it's still pending in the legal system or what have you, so everything is alleged. But if that was done, that is a terrible action, and there should be some consequences.
All right. Hey, David Whitehead, good talking to you. Thanks for your call.
Thanks, Lincoln.
All right, that's David Whitehead, president of the local chapter, NAACP, and they're on the case over there at the Evanston. Yes, and yes, that $1 eviction notice is true. I talked to a lawyer that saw the notice. It is true. Somebody got an eviction notice for $1 at the Evanston. Unbelievable. Let's take a break. 12:30, The Buzz.
Lincoln Ware is on demand. On demand. That's right. Listen to the Lincoln Ware Show.
All right. Woo! Okay. All right. All 4, there's 4 black Republicans in the House of Representatives, and all 4 of them are leaving this year. 4 black Republicans in the House, and all 4 of them are gone. They're leaving. Why is that? Let me see if I can find out why. So after they leave, the Republicans won't have any black members next term. They got a black person from Texas, Michigan, Florida, and Utah. And they're not seeking re-election to Congress, each for their own reasons. James and Donalds are running for governor, while Owens chose not to seek re-election after redistricting created a Democratic-leaning seat. Unbelievable. And those 2 that are running for governor, they can probably forget it. Oh, boy. Let me check on, what are y'all doing over here on Facebook? Check on y'all on Facebook here. What did you read, Brenda Early? I didn't think he was lying. It was just hard to believe. What's up, Mr. Livingston? We need a Livingston report. I'm sure something can be worked out. So any of those tenants who were questionable whether they paid the guy or not or didn't have receipts, they should be made whole.
For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and CDC.
1230 The Buzz, your talk station.
1230 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you till 1 o'clock this afternoon. And looks like Bill is up, then Vernon and the Pharaoh. Bill, how are you?
Good morning. My Sunday Soul Classic request is Stevie Wonder, I Ain't Gonna Stand for It.
Okay.
From the album Hotter Than July.
All right, I got it down.
Okay. I want to give a shout out to Mike, our maintenance man at Clarkian Apartments, and Chico. Hurry up and get your request in, bro. I want to talk about Donald Trump.
Yeah.
I tell you something, man. This dude is something else. I mean, he does not fear his life attempt for the third time. I mean, there's something wrong with this man. I tell you.
I mean,
he needs to be. Go ahead.
Well, some people say, why is he afraid? He set it all up. So some people will say that. So I don't know.
Oh my goodness, that's got to be really crazy. What, he think he's filming a movie or something?
He always says somebody is camera ready or something. He always says.
Oh my goodness, I tell you the truth. But I mean, you know, this man need to be on his hands and knees, thanking the Lord that somebody ain't gonna take him out, because eventually somebody will. It ain't over, okay? There's gonna be somebody else that's gonna try to take him out. And I tell you, you Trump supporters, I tell you what, y'all lucky none of y'all get taken out, especially you, twin, you know? But I'm just going to say that he need to leave Jimmy Kimmel alone, okay? Jimmy Kimmel is a comedian, okay?
Yes.
He does what he does to make people laugh, okay? And the fact that he took a shot at his wife, I tell you, she got a lot of nerve to be mad and everything. He tell him the truth about her. She does look like a widow,
Yes.
so to speak. But
a glowing widow, yeah.
But, you know, I mean, it's a thing, like I said, God is my president, okay? God is my judge. God is my jury. And, Joan, I say this to you, okay? I hope you don't jump on the bandwagon with these Trump monkeys are getting on the show, complaining and everything. You know what? Just fill out your complaint. Take it downtown. Don't bring it on the show, and don't attack me or what I'm saying, okay? Because I'm going to continue to say what I want to say, okay? And it ain't going to be the first or the last that somebody takes a poke shot at me, because, you see, I'm laughing it off. Have a good day. Bye.
Thanks for your call, Bill.
Joan said to shut up.
We were supposed to hear from Joan this morning. I gave her a special pass to call back because she had a lot to say yesterday. She was fired up. All right, let's go to Mississippi James, then Pharaoh, Vernon, and others. And Chico. Mississippi.
Hey, hello, my North Mississippi fam.
How you doing, Mississippi James?
Lincoln, you know when people say we being played by both sides of the Republican and Democrat,
yes.
You know, I begin to see that more and more. Cause just looking here at Hamilton County, you know, the numbers that we have as minorities here. And, you know, it seems like all the money, we still doing all the complaining out of all this money coming in. Somebody else controlling it. Somebody else benefit from it. And as Doug says, that's not built for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Doug always says it's not for us. Nothing is for us. Everything is for us as long as you got the money. It's for you if you pay the money. They'll let you in.
But, you know, you get into that. I always talk about we got two sides of the brain, the right and left side.
Well, Pharaoh always says that.
What you say?
Pharaoh always tells us that.
Right. And you got to use both sides. But when you get coerced, I think that's the word, coerced, indoctrinated to using one side, well, that breaks down either you're a circular thinker or you're a linear thinker. Now, it seems like most blacks become circular thinkers and the whites become linear thinkers, meaning, you know, we got a conscience and we believe stuff will come back to us. Whatever you put out, good or bad, like karma is going to come back. Most Europeans got that linear thinker. It's just power, money, and control.
Yeah.
Then they double down, power, money, and they just keep on going. And with that type thinking, that's what gave Trump power, and that's where he is now. And he thought he had so much power, even with this war with Iran. Now, you don't hear much about it now.
Yeah.
You know, that was the biggest thing out there for the past 60 days. Well, we approaching that 60 day where Congress got to
we'll see
have
what
some
happens.
input in on it.
When does that day take place? What is the
I think
date?
it's May 1st.
Okay.
Yep, so it'll be a whole new ball game after that. So they could tell him to come away from over there, bring all the ships and all the stuff, but you know he wouldn't like that because he already asking for what, 200 billion more?
Yes, billion. Yes.
Right, he was spending $1 billion per day, then he asked for 200 billion more. So all this stuff is with that linear thinking.
All right.
You know, just double down, do it over again. So we got to start using both sides of our brain.
All right, Mississippi James.
Hey, take care, guys.
Thanks for your call. Let's go to the Pharaoh. Pharaoh, how you doing? And you have plenty of time, Pharaoh. I know you're looking at the clock, but you're all right. Go ahead.
The clock is looking at me, Lincoln. But anyway, you know, Lincoln, I heard you mention your son yesterday. You said, could you believe I have a son? You know, my oldest child, 55 years old.
Yeah.
Lincoln, my oldest child is 57.
Oh, boy. You beat me by 2 years.
I have one 55, one 55, one 57, and one 44.
Okay.
My youngest.
Okay.
But, you know, Lincoln, speaking about Donald Trump, you know, I don't believe Donald Trump really have a relationship with his wife of late. I believe she's eye candy for him when he's out, you know.
Probably.
Doing whatever. But I don't really believe he really have a relationship with her. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if you go back to the days when he was dealing with Stormy Daniels and the other women he was dealing with, these women described his house, his apartment, his bedroom, and his wife was in the other room with their son, and he's in the other bedroom with Stormy Daniels and the other women he was dealing with. You know about that?
Wait, she was in the house at the same time?
Right. She in the bedroom with her son.
Okay.
The wife is.
Okay.
And he's in another bedroom with Stormy Daniels because they described his bedroom.
And she was okay with that?
Prove, huh?
She was okay with that.
Who was?
His wife.
Oh, I don't know if she knew anything about it.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. I don't believe they have a relationship. They're not together.
Okay.
I just deal with you.
Oh, he can do his own thing. And,
you know,
right, yeah. Okay.
When I'm in public, like it was with actor Rock Hudson. Remember?
Yeah.
How he was, you know, he paid his wife just to be with him when they went to public galas.
And then when
but
in
in
reality,
reality, they didn't have
with
no
the men.
personal relationship. He had his own bedroom where he, you know, brought his men friends and everything else in there.
I'm not no lesbian.
So I believe Donald Trump, he's the same way. They don't have a relationship in terms of husband and wife, you know. He's at galas, you know, or whatever.
Yes.
You know, he was talking about, Trump was talking about his, that situation when he was on 60 Minutes about he was, you know, exonerated from all of that type of stuff.
Yes.
Well, if I was that newscaster, I would have said, but what about the 34 felonies? You weren't exonerated from them.
Right.
So are they true? See? They should have called him on the carpet for that.
Well, when he called her, what did he call her? Disgusting or something?
Exonerated from all that other stuff.
He kind of shook
her up.
Exonerated
from the 34 charges, you know, that you were found guilty of, the felonies. And you know something, Lincoln? I'll tell anybody, and I say the same is for Donald Trump. A lot of people have never read the book, The Prince, by Machiavelli. If you read that book will, I guarantee you, Donald Trump read that book. Because that book tells you about how to come to power, how to maintain the power, how to lie, how to deny, how to manipulate, how to use people, and how to maintain power. And this is what Donald Trump does. I know he has read that book, The Prince, by Machiavelli.
All right.
Because that book will tell you everything about how to come to power and maintain power and manipulate people to stay in power.
All right, Pharaoh. Thanks for your call.
All right.
That's Pharaoh right there, laying it out. All right, 513-749-1230. We're going to take a break, and then we'll come back. It's Lincoln Ware, 1230, The Buzz.
Looking for a podcast that delves into the intricacies of love and relationships? Look no...
Woo! We love Cecil Thomas. He'll vote for you. That's a promise. Yeah, how did they rob a Brinks truck out there in Warren County? That's crazy. That happened, I think, last week. Did it happen? They robbed the Brinks truck. What's up, Iris? What's going on, Miss Rowley? It should be on both today. Shahira, will the show be on YouTube today or just Facebook? It's supposed to be on both of them.
Yeah. So what happened? Apparently Owen changed the setting here yesterday, and I set everything up to go live, but he changed it to unlisted. So I was the only person able to see it.
Okay.
Go live.
Oh, okay.
So he had to come back in today and change it, make it go public. 'Cause I was checking and checking.
Yeah.
I thought maybe I did everything right. I did, which I did, but he changed the settings. So he had to come back and fix the settings to make it go public so everybody else could see it.
Oh.
So now I see the chat populating on YouTube live, so she should be able to see it now.
Okay.
Yeah, that should have been a while ago, actually.
Okay. All right.
It was actually White Lion that called in and said, hey, something's going on with YouTube, man. And that's what made me go check it. So I give him credit for that.
He must be banned from Facebook or something because he was never on Facebook.
Oh.
You know, and since we've been on YouTube, he's been all over it.
Cancer.org today.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
Take us with you wherever you go. Download the Buzz app for your smartphone today. For details, go to thebuzzcincy.com.
1230 WDBZ, Lincoln Ware with you. Every line in the studio is busy, and so we have got to get busy right now. I got guests coming up. I got Alicia Reese coming up, Rebecca Beach calling in about the opening of the homeless lot for Cincinnati Public School students and their parents tomorrow. That's opening up. We'll talk to her about that and find out how many people will actually be there. That's what I'm wondering. How many people will actually park there? So we'll see. Vernon, what's up? Then Mike. Vernon, what's going on?
Oh, man, driving back in this storm with this damn truck that talks too much.
Oh, yeah.
Again, when he's talking, we ain't tone this one down. This damn thing's been talking all night. You know how I always say on the live, great show, great week, I always do that.
Does it cut me off when it talks? Does it cut the volume down, or what does it do?
Oh, the truck, it just talks to you, tells you you're following too close, stay in your lane, distraction.
That sounds like my wife.
Yeah, but normally we tone them down before we get them out on the road. This thing's brand new. They keep this. But yesterday's show, I can't believe you had so many people complaining that FC Cincinnati did what they said they were going to do.
I know.
They don't have to do anything, but they did what they said they were going to do, and you're literally complaining. Can you imagine if all of those organizations got together and said, we need to raise some money? First question to come out of anybody's mouth is, well, who's going to hold the money?
Yeah.
And none of the callers who called in was willing to put up any of their money. So why are you bitching and complaining? You've never fielded a call with anybody after they've gotten their money. You know, when they sell their property, they don't call you back, do they?
No.
The people that they claim or that they've moved out of the city and they live in these horrible places, have any of them ever called you back to say, hey, Lincoln, this is where I live now?
Nope.
Yeah.
And who was it? What's the lady that had the restaurant downtown? Right.
I know you're talking about.
Was it Millie's? No, it wasn't Millie's. What was her name?
Cooking something. Just Cooking?
No, I don't. Was it Just Cooking? I'm not sure. It might have been Just Cooking. But anyway, it was right there in Over the Rhine, and she was in one of the buildings that they sold. And, you know, she got her money to move. She's up there in Bond Hill now. And we're going to let you do the grand opening on New Year's Eve. And, you know, we let you. I haven't heard a peep from her. You know, I had her all on radio. She got the word out. People, you know, called in and did everything. You think I heard anything? You think I got a free meal? I wasn't doing it for a free meal, but, you know, Lisa, thank you for letting me come on the show, and I appreciate it. And, you know.
Yeah, I'm just saying, it's just like, you know, what are you really complaining about? You know, because when I came to that protest, 2 protests I've been with you at, we were downtown when that lady got hit in the head with the brick. I could not believe people even lived in those buildings anymore.
Yeah.
You know, and if they're selling a building, moving you somewhere else, you don't want to move because you've grown up down there or whatever. But damn, I mean, what are you complaining about? I wouldn't want to live there. I was shocked that people lived in those buildings right there across from the fire station. I didn't believe. I thought they was like abandoned buildings. You know, so this the constant collecting. If you want to sell your property, sell your property. That's your business. You know, but don't get mad because they ain't gotten to you yet.
Yeah, I'll tell you another guy. Remember the tire guy? Who was, you know, he didn't even own the building. He was just a renter. And they said, look, we selling the building. You got to go. Oh, they're not doing me fair. They're you know, help me, Lincoln Ware, help me. I need to come on your show to tell you what they're doing to me. I haven't heard him. They moved him out. He got some money. He moved. I ain't heard a peep from him.
Did you see Charlie Kirk's wife's boyfriend?
No, she got one already, huh? She didn't waste any time.
She got a brother.
Are you kidding me? You kidding me?
No, I'm trying to look it up. And this ain't no light skinned wannabe brother. This is have a Coke and a smile brother. This one is, you know.
Are you kidding me? Oh man, I gotta look that up. I didn't know that.
Said she just wanted to go home.
Man. Oh boy.
Yeah, big tall brother. Oh yeah, I thought that was hilarious.
Oh boy,
when I saw that picture.
I know MAGA hates that.
Oh yeah, that's all I got, brother. I'll talk to you later.
All right, we'll talk to you. Thanks for your call. All right, 513.
Not a light skinned wannabe brother like me. You know, just wanted to.
He kind of took a swipe at you, didn't he?
You know, it's all good. It's all good, Vernon. It's still all love, man. I still, you know.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right. Let's break for news, and then we'll come back. 12:30, The Buzz.
WDBZ, Cincinnati, 1230 The Buzz, your talk station.
State officials are approving tax incentives for 5 projects across the state aimed at saving or creating more than 750 total jobs. Those projects include one by Ohio Valley Electrical Services. Ohio Valley says the equivalent of 40 new full-time jobs will be created in Blue Ash through a project aimed at evaluating expansion opportunities in the Midwest. A former Academy Athletics coach has been arrested on child pornography charges. Green Township Police arrested Dominic Bellissimo on Tuesday after the execution of a search warrant on his home. Reports say hundreds of videos were discovered, many showing girls as young as 2 years old engaged in sexual activity. He's expected to appear in court today. Charges are being filed against an 18-year-old suspect accused of threatening violence against staffers at a high school. Investigators say that Ashton Zhao made a statement on Sunday that he planned to drive his vehicle into the school with the aim of killing the principal and the counselor. He was taken into custody on Monday. The Reds picked up a win Tuesday night in their opener against Colorado, playing at Great American Ballpark. Cincinnati beat the Rockies 7-2. I'm Heather Pasco on 1230 The Buzz.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
Don't leave us in the car. Take us with you. Go to your favorite app store, search WDBZ, and download the Buzz app today.
1230 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you. Dr. Jamila Hackworth is our guest, and she's the Associate Chair of Faculty Career Development and the Director of the Office of Academic Affairs and Career Development and Associate Professor at Cincinnati Children's and the University of Cincinnati College of Medicine, where she leads comprehensive programs designed to enhance faculty success and foster inclusive academic environments. She is a distinguished expert in faculty career development, pathways to careers in medicine, and biomedical research, and inclusive experience initiatives. And welcome to the show, Dr. Jamila Hackworth. How you doing today?
Thank you so much. How are you?
I'm hanging in there, doing great. Now, are you related to the heart doctor Hackworth?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
He is my uncle.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good. I figured the name Hackworth, she's got to be related. Now, tell us, it takes a lot of people to care for all the kids who get care over at Children's Hospital. Now, what are some of the roles in patient care, and what do they involve when you're taking care of all these kids with all these different illnesses over at Children's?
Yeah, thank you so much, Lincoln. It really does take a village. So we have physicians and surgeons, and they develop treatment plans. We have nurses who are at the bedside around the clock. Those individuals are really the heartbeat of the hospital. We have pharmacists who are making sure that every medication is safe and correctly dosed. There are different types of therapists, physical, occupational, and respiratory, that help kiddos regain strength and function. We have psychologists who support the kids' mental health and help them cope with the stress and anxiety that can come along with a serious illness or a long hospital stay. And then there are also social workers and child life specialists who support the emotional well-being of both the patients and the families. So really, from the moment that a family walks in the door here to the moment they go home, there are many people on the healthcare team that are focused on one goal, and that goal is getting that child healthy.
Yes. Now, what is, how much of that involves science, what you do for the kids over there? How much of that involves science?
Well, a lot of it involves science. I mean, so those are some of the patient care roles, and you're going to need to really be strong in science and do well in your math classes for those careers. I think there are also some more non-clinical roles that are really focused on research and science, because Children's is really a lot more than a hospital. We're a world-class research institution, too. So we have basic science researchers. They work in laboratories. And in that role, they're studying really the fundamental biology of diseases and trying to understand those diseases at the cellular and genetic level. And then, that work is really the foundational work that leads to breakthroughs. And then, we've also got clinical researchers, and these are people who are running trials and testing new treatments and therapies so that the discoveries that are made in the lab can actually reach the patients.
And, and that's so important that these young kids and the parents, if your kid's struggling in math and science and things like, a tutor would do wonders for these kids. You don't have to keep them for 5 or 6 months. Just a couple of months of a tutor will help these kids out, because it's important for young people to go into these careers, correct?
Yes, absolutely. I think, first of all, when you think about it, healthcare is really projected to be one of the fastest growing industries, going to add really the most jobs of any sector in the economy. So if folks really want a stable job where you can make a good living and you can make a difference, healthcare is the place to be, Lincoln. And I also want to add that we know from research that when patients have a provider who looks like them, speaks their language, shares their same cultural background, they're going to be more likely to trust them, right? And that leads to real measurable improvement in outcomes. So I think the hard truth here is that our communities still face a significant amount of disparities, and one of the most powerful ways to address it is for us to go into these fields.
Right. Now, do they have any type of programs over there at Children's to get these kids involved early?
Yes, we do. We offer a ton of ways for kids to learn about health and science careers. So just a few examples. We have Discovery Day for middle and high school students. We're currently building an after-school program for middle schoolers to expose them to this wide range of careers that's going to include a virtual reality component. We have job shadow and volunteer programs. We also have the Summer Undergraduate Research Fellowship Program, or we call it the SURF program, for undergraduate students to get that research exposure. And then we're also currently working on a 2 to 3 week experience for high school students that we're going to launch next summer.
Okay, man, sounds like a lot's going on over there. Now, what would you say to a young kid if you ran into on the street today that might want a career in healthcare or science research? What would you say to them? How would you guide them?
Yeah, so the first thing I would say to them, Lincoln, is do not let anybody discourage you. This field needs you. It needs your story. It needs your perspective. I think there are many programs that are specifically designed to expose young people to these careers, and I just told you about a few here at Children's. There are many others at other organizations in our city. Take advantage of those programs. Seek them out. Raise your hand, because I think with hard work, dedication, and support, and the exposure that these programs can provide, the path is within reach. And you talked about tutoring, all of those things. I think I would also say really quickly that many of us know what it feels like to wonder if this world has a seat at the table for us. And so what I say is when you take the seat, you're directly improving the health and the future of our whole entire community. So if there's a spark of interest, I would say follow it, Lincoln. I would say find a mentor, get into these programs, because we need you in these roles.
Yeah.
We truly do.
And that's a wide open field there. It's just waiting for people to get on board, so they need to check that out. Hey, Dr. Jamila Hackworth, great talking to you this morning. We appreciate it.
You too. Thank you so much for all you do, Lincoln.
All right. Thank you for joining us. All right. Dr. Jamila Hackworth from Children's Hospital, and she lays it out there. Get these young kids involved in that stuff early. And like I say, if they're having a little struggle, get them a tutor. I'm telling you. Unbelievable. All right. Let's go to Joan. Joan called yesterday, and she was going to give us a whole lot, and she didn't have enough time. Joan, how are you today?
I'm okay. How are you?
Pretty good. And you were going to tell us about this one lady that called yesterday. You were going to elaborate on what she was saying.
Yeah, about the property taxes.
Yes.
And what I want to say, because I've called and addressed that before, all right? And when it comes to our property tax, I know a lot of people are saying that we shouldn't abolish the property taxes because it's going to affect the
schools.
The schools. Well, I understand that, but the thing of it is, right now we are paying property taxes for the, and a part of that goes to the school as well as approving tax levies, right? But they still seem like they don't have enough money. Something's wrong with that picture, okay? And the thing of it is, the way our property taxes are calculated, Lincoln, is that first they start with the property the fair market value, and then it goes to the assessed value, which the assessed value is 35% of the market value, okay? Then you take that number, and then you time it with all of the effective rates. And the effective rates are all of the levies that we vote on, all right?
Yes.
Now, there's 2 levies that we don't, and that's with the state, and we have no say over that. But what I'm saying is we have to come to some idea of how we're going to take care of this, because if they keep raising our property taxes, we won't be able to afford them. And I think the way this city is headed, they don't want poor people living in the city, okay? And this is one way that they can, put us out, basically.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And because it's a matter of if you can't afford your property taxes, then only poor, and they don't want poor people living in the city, then the only people who will be able to live in the city are the ones that make a high income.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
And
because
you can
right
look
now
at,
it's headed that way. Look at all of the apartment buildings.
Right, that's what I get ready to say. These apartment buildings, some of the rents in these apartment buildings are out of, you wonder, who can afford these rents for these apartments?
Right, and what they have done is, Lincoln, they have gotten rid of all of the low-income, not low-income, but public housing. Like when they got rid of Laura Holmes, Lincoln Court, all of that. Well, it was a plan back, and it was called the, what was it? It was on the tip of my tongue. But anyway, Hope 6, that's what it was, Hope 6. And what the federal government did is gave many states money to get rid of their worst public housing, all right? And then they were supposed to come back with mixed income, all right? That's what they're doing, all right? But they have displaced so many low-income people that this is why people are having a hard time paying their rent, all right? This is why you see and hear of so many evictions,
all
right? Because when they come back with building these large, apartments and all of that, it's for people that earns a lot of money. Because if you once you get a apartment, you have to be able to pay 3 times what the rent is, all right? That's the way they determine whether or not you're going to be eligible for that apartment. And a lot of people don't make that kind of money. So if they keep building apartments the way they are, and they say affordable, which a lot of people better understand the difference in affordable and low income.
Right.
But they keep saying affordable, and a lot of people think that's low income, but it's not.
Right. There's a big difference between affordable and low income. You're right.
And then city council do, they have that affordable housing fund that they give these developers when they come in and develop all of these large buildings you see, and they get all of this, millions of dollars, and they don't have to pay it back, and it's not helping us, not everyone.
You're right.
And it's unfair that is what's happening, but a lot of people don't understand what our council is doing to us as well. And, when it comes to our elected official, regardless is at whatever level of government, federal, state, or local, we better understand right now we used to have elected officials that looked out for everyone, especially the Democrats. But it's no difference, really, to me, in the Democrats or the Republicans.
I think there's some people on council now that have your best interests at heart. There's some on council.
Well,
not all, I will say not all, but some.
I think if anybody is Jan Michelle and
Scotty.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
The other ones, maybe, they may be on the bandwagon every once in a while, but they're not. Because, see, the way this government is, it's not geared for all of us anymore.
Yes.
It's for the rich and, the powerful, nonprofits, foundations. If you are not fitting in any one of those categories, you only get what's trickled down, all right? And it's not fair when we have to pay all of these taxes and we're not getting anything in return, Lincoln.
Yeah.
And when you were saying about, like, everybody was talking about these streets, I mean, something as simple as that they can't do for us. And they have someone already in place. It's already the Department of Transportation and Engineering. They are supposed to manage that project, all right? And the city is only giving them $25 million to redo what they call street rehabilitation, all right? And what is happening is $25 million is nothing because we have almost 3,000 lane miles.
Well, but they got 50. Well, what are they doing with the other 25 million? Because the railroad people gave them 50 million.
What I know, but and the thing of it is, if they just have that money sitting there, how come they just don't allocate more towards streets? But they're not, because it's people have to understand how this government is. It's not to really worry about the rest of us. All right. They just do bare minimum.
All right.
And they take out time. But let me say something before I get off of this.
Quickly.
Because I want to address what that guy said. What his name? Bill. That Bill.
Yes.
Look, I'm not going to stoop down to his level, all right? Because he doesn't know how government works, because he always talking about Trump. What he should be saying is, why don't we address Congress? Because let me tell you something. Everything that Trump wanted, getting rid of DEI and food stamps, lowering, reducing them, all that, guess what? The people who had the power to do that, and they did do that, was Congress.
Yes.
Listen to this bill, Congress. All right?
All right.
Now, wait a minute. Let me
Joan,
just finish this.
Joan, you got 30 seconds.
Okay, because, Trump can propose it, but and if he veto, they have the power to override it, and it's a done deal.
Yes.
Listen to that, Bill.
All right. They have to have so many, though. I don't know. Do
But
they
it
have
doesn't matter.
Do they have the numbers to override a veto?
What I'm saying, this is why we need to get rid of all of these so-called politicians that's career politicians that's been in Congress forever, and they are not worried about the people. All right, they only worry about the rich.
All right, Joan. Thanks
All
for your
right.
call. All right. Tell your husband I said hi.
I will. Hey, Lincoln.
Yes.
He was going to say he was going to call in to say something to you, but I'm not going to know who he is. You know. One day we're out, I'll introduce you, okay?
All right.
All
Okay.
right. Bye-bye.
Thanks for your call. Who is this husband of hers? She says, I know him, but she won't let him call. Oh, boy. Unbelievable. Let's take a break. We'll come back. Mike McCoy, Brent, Twin, Chico, all holding on. Lincoln Ware with you. 1230, The Buzz.
1230 The Buzz wants you to buy Black 513. Black Americans have over...
She won't let him call.
Well, that Joan is something else, boy, I tell you. I love when she calls in, man. She brings the heat.
I wonder who is her husband. I don't know.
I don't think it's Bill. I'll put it like that.
No. She slapped Bill around pretty good. That Bill. You tell him. Oh, boy. Joan is not messing around. Bill is swinging at air right now. Oatmeal all over the kitchen walls. Iris, tell Jesse I'm coming to see him Monday. What are you talking about, Randall Wilson? What the? Go to hell. Somebody say you laugh like Ed McMahon.
I'm kind of your Ed McMahon to you,
Right.
Mr. Carson. I'm kind of in that role, you know.
Ho, ho.
He used to laugh like this. The ho 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 ho.
Oh man. if there's a hell below, you might all go. You got a front row seat. Oh, God, Fernando is back. I thought ICE had picked you up, Fernando. I gave him your address. Oh. Damn it. What is the hotline number? Just give me the last two. But don't tell me over there. I mean, don't tell. Okay, that's it. Okay. All right.
Five
1212. I thought Rebecca said she had the hotline number, but apparently not. There she is right there. Hey, I know who it is. R.E. 1230 WDBZ, the buzz of Cincinnati. And you spelled it right, Terrence Howard. You spelled it right. All right. Tomorrow, the opening of the homeless lot for Cincinnati public school children and their parents in Mount Auburn. And it's been coming. We thought it was going to open in March, but it was delayed a little bit. But now, tomorrow is the big day. Rebecca Beach, how are you?
Hi, Lincoln. I'm well. Excited for tomorrow. How are you?
I'm doing great. So tomorrow is the big day. Why was it delayed in the beginning? It was supposed to open in March. Why was the delay?
Well, so I wouldn't say it was really delayed. We hoped to open in March, but our vision kind of grew as time went on, and we expanded the original modular unit to include a kitchen, and that was not part of our original plan.
Okay.
But we had enough funding to be able to add a kitchen for the families and build out a partnership with the Free Store Food Bank to provide meals for the families that will be stocked in that kitchen. And so I would say our vision just expanded, and we're excited to open tomorrow with more amenities than we originally planned.
Okay. Now, how many cars are you expecting?
Right now, we have screened 4 families for tomorrow evening.
Okay. All right. 4 families. And they'll have bathroom facilities. They'll have cooking facilities and all that. So
the unit has restrooms, showers, and the kitchen has a freezer with meals stocked by the Free Store Food Bank that can be heated up in the microwave, as well as grab-and-go items. Okay. All right. Now, how do they get in the lot if they wanted to? If somebody's homeless now, they're living out of their car, what do they do to get the approval to get in the lot? So this lot will specifically serve Cincinnati Public School students and their families. And so once we receive notification that a family is sleeping in their vehicle, They will actually meet with Megan Rahill, our housing specialist, who's sitting here with me, and go through an intake process. And then they'll be assigned a QR code that will be scanned for specific parking spots. Will be their parking spot.
Okay, man, I tell you, I mean, it sounds like the perfect situation for a person living out of their car. Safety. Yeah. You have a guard on duty to watch over the lot.
Yes, and so I first want to say that we know that living in a vehicle is never ideal, but we do want to provide a safe space for families that are sleeping in their vehicles, because that is a reality. And so we will have security at the lot. One of our main goals was to ensure that families felt safe and could sleep throughout the night without having to watch over their children. And so the guard will be there the entire night.
Okay, great. Now, and once they get in the lot, you do make it, there's a pathway out of there into permanent resident, correct?
Yeah, and so we really think of this lot as a bridge. So families will come to the lot. They will actually stay there for the night and be verified as experiencing homelessness so that they can then get on the waiting list for shelter. And we can also offer families 3 to 6 nights in a hotel after they've been verified for shelter placement. And so the goal is that they eventually get into shelter and into some sort of permanent housing program.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So that's just a temporary situation. Nobody is not for somebody to stay there for months and months and months at a time. This is temporary, and hopefully they'll find a permanent resident after leaving the lot.
That is our hope. Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Right. Now, you've had people pro and con, some negative things on this. What have you heard people say that are against this?
Well, I'll be honest. I haven't specifically heard too many people against it. The only thing that, was said to me is that, children should not be sleeping in vehicles, and we agree. Mm-hmm. But the fact is we've had between 300 and 400 students in that situation the last couple of school years, and so it's a reality. And some of the things that we were hearing from parents is that they felt unsafe, that they lost employment because they weren't able to sleep, and we know that just perpetuates, the cycle of homelessness. And so, we were trying to come up with a solution to support families while they were having this experience. I mean, we are a school district. We want our children to be able to rest and come to school ready to learn. And so we wanted to create a space where they would feel safe and be able to get some of those basic needs met so that they were able to show up to school rested and with the resources that they need to learn.
Okay. Well, and I mean, I think it's great. Some people were saying that you should try to you should manage a building to put those people in. Cincinnati Public School is not in the business of being a landlord or anything like that. What you're doing now is, like you say, a temporary stop. It's a bridge to getting permanent residents, but there's no way you're going to be in charge of the permanent residents that these people end up in.
Correct. I mean, we have to stay within our scope of work, and that's to educate children, but we do realize that our children face significant barriers, so we really hope to work closely with our partners who can provide housing, but we're not in a position to do that.
All right. Well, Rebecca Beach, you've worked hard on this project, and good luck to you, and good luck to the people who end up in that lot, and hopefully they won't be there very long, but while they're there, they'll be able to get meals and, clean themselves up, and they'll be okay.
That's our hope, Lincoln. We hope we see you at the opening tomorrow.
Okay, I'll be out of town tomorrow. I won't be able to make it. If it wasn't for that, I would be there for sure. Yes.
Okay.
All right. Rebecca Beach, you take care of yourself, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
All
Bye-bye.
right. Okay, that's Rebecca Beach, Cincinnati Public Schools. And she's worked hard on this project. And some of the people on Facebook Live didn't think it was a great idea. But I think it's a great idea. They're homeless. They're going to be sleeping somewhere in a car. Why not sleep in a safe place where you can get a meal and a shower, and you'll be good to go? Don't you agree with that, Terrence Howard?
I absolutely agree with that, Mr. Ware. It's a lot of places that's like this unsafe, and the police, they'll see you pull up some area, they'll just run you off. They don't give you homeless or not.
Yeah, you can't go to a lot, the shopping center lot or somewhere. They drive through there, and they will run you off. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We've got Mike McCoy, Brent, Twin, Chico, Sandra Jones-Mitchell, all holding on. It's Lincoln Ware, 1230, The Buzz.
Every weekday, 1230 The Buzz has you covered. Let's go! With new entertainment.
I think it's a good idea. It's a bridge. You're right, Janice. That's what I was saying. It's just a bridge, temporary stop for them to get into permanent residence. To a permanent residence. So that's what it is. I'm going to bet on some horses and line dance. Do they have? I don't know. I've never been down to Churchill Downs on a Thursday. They call it the Derby, but that's supposed to be the day that all the black folks go to the Derby. I don't know. I don't know. It's supposed to be a big thing down there.
The Thirsty Derby?
Yeah, the Derby. Yeah. All that money the school and the city gets, they should be able to accommodate more than 4 families. They can accommodate more than, but she said she only had 4 people scheduled to be in the lot. I think the lot holds up to 12 families. And all that money they get, they got a $10 million budget deficit they're trying to cover. Are you kidding me?
Do you realize this is our tax money?
All that money. Who said that?
Go ask them if they can raise your taxes then. If you want more money to contribute to that.
People would complain if they're going to give them if they were going to give them a brand new home. No one is ever satisfied. You're right about that. I wonder if I'll run into Jelena Frierson down there. Remember Jelena? Terrence Howard? Back in she was a major figure back in the boycott days and the collaborative agreement days and the riots.
The name sounds familiar.
Jelena Frierson. I might give her a call when I get down there. I just hope nobody is smoking weed in the lot. Oh, my God. Jeez.
That could be a problem. It'll be a bad look for that parent, but I hope they don't.
Lincoln is bold, trusting that $2.99 gas on the highway. That gas is doing great right now. Housing is not the role of public schools. And that's what they were saying. That's not within their scope. .30 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware on a busy Wednesday. Let's go to the Dukester, find out what's cooking on Senior Citizens Day at the Dukester.
Hey, good morning, Lincoln, and what's up, Buzz listeners? We got a little bit of liquid sunshine coming down today. Plus, it's Senior Citizen Day at the Dukester. And if you're into great food, why don't you stop by the Dukester and get yourself a big discount? Now, Lincoln, I want to take my hat off to all the good folks over at the voter registration over in Norwood for being so courteous and professional yesterday as I did my solemn duty. And I went over to cast my vote. And Lincoln, it seemed like as I left, I heard all of our past ancestors say, "Job well done." Now, Lincoln, on the Dukester's menu today is our baked chicken with cornbread dressing and gravy and green beans. Or stop in for our tender meatloaf with garlic mashed potatoes and smothered cabbage. And for my southern folks, we're featuring our baby beef liver and onions with rice and candied yams. But my pick for today, Lincoln, is our baked or deep-fried codfish with steak fries and coleslaw. Have a blessed day, everybody. We'll talk at you later, Lincoln.
All right, that's the Dukester right there in the Summit Plaza on Reading Road. All right, let's go back to the phones. Let's see who's been holding on the longest. Chico has been holding on the longest, then Mike McCoy, and then Brent, and then Twin, and then Sandra Jones. Chico, how are you?
I'm well, Lincoln. Good morning. How you doing, brother?
I'm hanging in there. What's on your mind?
Good, man. Just checking in with you to give you my Sunday Soul classics, man. I hear Bill over there shouting me out.
Yes.
You need to tell Bill, man, he needs to stand down, man. He's getting these people in the uproar around the city.
He's got Joan upset.
Yeah, I see. You know, sometimes you just got to get out the way, man, you know, and let things go. Hey, I didn't hear my Teddy Pendergrass last week. You played some Teddy, though. But I had requested Joy.
Well, you know what? I played, I when you said Joy, I played Isaac Hayes' Joy.
Okay.
I played Joy by Isaac Hayes, but I'll get Teddy's this time for you.
Okay, well, that's cool. But I still had Children of the Night by the Stylistics, if you had that as well.
Okay, I don't think I have that one. But I'll get that Joy by Teddy. I think we have it in there.
Yeah.
All right.
It was the Joy by Teddy.
Yeah, I played Isaac Hayes' Joy. You're my joy.
Right,
you're everything to me. You know that one.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Enjoy the rest of your day, man. Hope it gets better. You got some heavy hitters coming up. So
all right.
Be ready.
Chico, thanks for your call. All right. Let's go to my bookie here, Mike McCoy. Mike McCoy, what's going on?
All right, Lincoln, I'm good. What time you hitting down towards the park for that Thursday?
Probably Thursday morning.
Okay, because I've charted everything from just about the races start at 12:45.
Okay.
So give me a time that you want me to start because I ran through all 12 of the races.
Yeah.
And like the first race starts at 12:45.
Start at 1 o'clock.
Okay. All right. There's one, and that's the second race.
Okay.
Now this is entertainment purposes only, people.
Yes.
The second race goes off at 1:15. And it's the number one, Delightful Claire. It's the number one, if you can't remember the name.
Claire.
Number one.
Okay.
Yeah, Delightful Claire. In the third race, if you're there, which takes off at 1:45, and it's the number 7, In for a Spin.
Okay.
In for a Spin. And the fourth race goes off at 2:18. It's the number 8, Theoretical. It's the number 8.
How you spell that? What is that?
Theoretical. So it's the number 8, if you can't get the name right.
Okay.
Number 8.
Okay.
And the fifth race goes off at 2:52. Also, the number 8 is called Ando. That's ANDO. Ando.
Okay.
And the sixth race goes off at 3:29. And it's the number 4, Diamond Gem M. Diamond Gem M. Number 4.
That's number 4 or number 6? Diamond
Number 4.
It's number 4, okay.
That's the sixth race.
Oh, the 6th race, okay. Number 4, okay.
All right. Also, 7th race, 9. It goes off at 4:03. The number 9, Win Queen. Win Queen, the number 9.
Okay.
In the 8th race, it goes off at 4:40. Number 2, I Shingal. Number 2, I Shingal.
All right.
And the feature races are coming up. In the 9th race, it's the opening burst race, which goes off at 5:14. It's a big race. You want the number 8, Lagonis. It's Lagwynos, but it's number 8.
Okay.
That's a big race. And then in the 10th race goes off at 5:50, which is the St. Matthews, is another big race. It's race number 10, and it's called BU, number 3.
And what, number 3? Okay, number 3.
Yeah. And then the 11th race is the Monzelli, and it's the number 5. 11th race, number 5.
Okay, all right.
And but not least, the 12th race goes off at 6:53, number 9, Banker.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
So I guess you won't be there for the Derby picks on Friday.
No, I won't be there. No. I'm just going down
I'm
for...
talking about you won't be on air Friday. Right?
I'll be on the air Friday. I'm just going down there for the Thursday thing. So I'll be back Friday.
I'll get back on Friday with my Derby picks for, well, you say you're not doing the Oaks, so I have my Derby picks for on Friday, for Saturday.
All right.
Okay. Now, make sure you write all that down and let me know how I do, and I'm sure you're not going to give me any money, but, you know.
This is for entertainment purposes only.
Okay, I forgot about it. Entertainment purposes only, Lee. All right. Good luck to you, and you have a safe trip.
All right.
Enjoy.
Mike McCoy, thanks for your call. Unbelievable. That's he says he's not my bookie, but he is my bookie. Yeah, unbelievable. For entertainment purposes only, folks. Brent, how you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing fine, Lincoln. Can I give a PSA?
Yes.
Take down this number. You've been taking horses and everything. Take down this number, 855-222-5542.
Okay.
And that is the number to Gamblers Anonymous.
No,
just for whoever needs it. You know, hey, you might need it. You may know someone who needs it.
It's Derby time. I mean, all day long on NBC, that's all you're going to see, horses running.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. But you don't have to participate.
Unbelievable.
But starting with Jimmy Kimmel and the joke that he said about Donald Trump. You know, they're all got their draws in a bunch.
I know. And then Trump made a joke himself about his demise.
Yeah, but they didn't say a damn thing about when Trump threatened to wipe out an entire civilization.
Well, this is true.
So it was over. How many they have? 5 to 10 million people over there. So he's talking about wiping out everybody there, and they're concerned with. And everyone knows Trump is not too long for this world. So it's it's insane.
Mm-hmm.
But you mentioned the Supreme Court ruling in the Louisiana case.
Oh, yeah. The 2 black districts there, I guess they didn't uphold it, the redistricting for that, so that's out, I guess.
Yeah, and essentially Louisiana is 33% black. And what they did, they found two white folks in one of these black districts to be able to use what, white folks think is reverse discrimination, which just doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
So now for all of those, because they have 6 districts, so 2 of them is reasonable. If they're 33%, that's a reasonable amount to have districts. But they said they can't use race. When white is understood all throughout the Constitution, all throughout these rules and laws, so all the laws are written to benefit them. And it's just a further erosion of Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act.
Yeah, that they never could get past it. Remember the Voting Rights Act they were trying to get passed in Congress, and they never did?
Yeah, and the Republicans were, upholders of voting rights. You let these dumb black folks tell you, Republicans freed the slaves, but they're the ones not wanting to re-up the Voting Rights Act. When the Roberts Court, remember, all this is done under Roberts. So don't give him credit when he finally sticks his head up and does something right. This is what's going to drastically affect black representation in the South.
Yep.
So it's going to revert back to almost like post-Reconstruction levels, especially in the South, because once they said you didn't have to get pre-clearance after that first ruling, they went through and pushed through all these gerrymandered maps where black people can't get a foothold, and you still haven't had in Mississippi a statewide elected black official since Reconstruction.
Yep.
So add that to the list. 400,000 black women fired from federal jobs. Private equity groups going after the black group in Atlanta. Republicans going after the black equity, private equity group, which black people only get like 0.05% of all private equity, but they went after them because they were trying to give it to black women, black men and black women. You can't have that. So they wound up having to dissolve that. So they are, it's all about control and power, and they don't want anybody black to control anything, especially in the money piece.
You're right. You are exactly right about that. All right, Brent, appreciate your call.
Yeah, and also with the Gaskins Foundation, remember they got a lot of their funding cut too.
Yeah, I know.
All thanks to Trump and these black Republicans that are dumb, like Twin, who was on the line, and he knows he's dumb, but he relishes being dumb. That's a badge of honor for him.
Unbelievable. All right, hey Brent, thanks for your call.
All right.
All right, let's take a break and then we'll come back. 12:30, The Buzz.
It's time to take your listening experience to the next level with 1230 The Buzz. Want exclusive contests, cash, and prizes straight to your phone?
Yes.
We've got it all, and it's just a text away. Join the 1230 The Buzz text club by texting BUZZ to 23845 and get access to exclusive giveaways, breaking news in real time, and updates on all the local events and shows you love.
Thank you.
You'll never miss a beat when it comes to the hottest topics and what's happening right here in our city. Contests, cash, news, events, straight to your phone. Text BUZZ to 23845 and stay connected with your community station, 1230 The Buzz.
To everyone who has supported Wesley, Wayland, and Waverly's stimulating adventures, thank you. From the music, to the hands-on STEM projects, to the smiles we've seen across our community. This movement is growing because of you. And now, we're ready for the next adventure. Join us on May 9th at the Cincinnati Museum Center for the premiere of Episode 3, Madam Walker's Magic Formula. In this exciting new episode, our young explorers travel back in time to meet the legendary Madam C.J. Walker, discovering the science behind hair care, innovation, and entrepreneurship. And you don't want to miss this, featuring a special guest appearance by Cincinnati's very own Lincoln Ware. Bring the whole family for an unforgettable experience, complete with a screening of the episode, interactive STEM activities, music, and more. The adventure continues, and we want you to be a part of it. May 9th, Cincinnati Museum Center. Be there. Wesley, Wayland, and Waverly are waiting for you. Let's keep stimulating the future together.
Our judges matter. This is Vice Mayor Jan Michelle Lemon-Kearney, and I'm asking you to join me in supporting Judge Chris Wagner in the May 5th Democratic primary. Judge Wagner was raised in Cincinnati, committed to fair, impartial courts and equal access to justice. In this primary, your vote will make the difference. Vote early or on Election Day, May 5th, and join me in supporting Judge Chris Wagner.
Paid for by the Wagner for Judge Committee.
Welcome to the Ohio Lottery's Made from Scratch show. Today, I'm sharing how you can make dough from scratch. We're adding a dash of fun and a sprinkle of luck. Now, let's get cooking and see what we've got. And voila! A fresh batch of Ohio Lottery $5 scratch-offs. Nice.
Play aces and eights with over $20 million in cash prizes and a top prize of $150,000. Players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Meet Morgan Jones. Morgan is about to step into a world unknown to most, thanks to Progressive's Renters Insurance, a place of fresh linens and turn-down service. You see, Morgan temporarily vacated her apartment and has gone to a hotel because a pipe burst in her apartment. A pipe that made her sense of reality and apartment ceiling all come crashing down. Luckily, Morgan checked into Progressive's Protection Zone. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers.
Hi, I'm Carl Lewis. I've spent my life competing at the highest level where fairness, discipline, and integrity matter. Those same values should define our courts. Bill Gallagher has spent his career standing up for fairness and protecting the rights of others. That's why I'm supporting Bill Gallagher for Judge. Bill Gallagher for Judge, the change we need.
Paid for by the committee to elect Bill Gallagher.
All right, son. Time to put out this campfire.
Dad, we learned about this in school.
Oh, did you now? Okay. What's first?
Smokey Bear said to.
First drown it with a bucket of water, then stir it with a shovel.
Wow, you sound just like him.
Then he said.
If it's still warm, then do it again.
Where can I learn all this?
It's all on SmokeyBear.com with other wildfire prevention tips, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
Did you miss something? Catch the rebroadcast. Do it again. For the full schedule, go to thebuzzcincy.com.
1230 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Let's see if we got Twin, Sandra Jones, Doug Springs. Hold on, we'll get to you. But right now in the studio, none other than Hamilton County Commissioner Alicia Reese. Alicia Reese, what's going on?
What's going on, Lincoln?
And talking to that mic there.
Yeah, he said talking to the mic. What's going on, Lincoln Ware?
There's a lot. I know you got a lot going on.
You got going on.
Some big events coming up.
We got some big events. First and foremost, let me just say that we had our first county meeting in our first new building in Bond Hill at the Old Mercy site. It was our central campus. And, it's a really big deal because when you think about the county being over 200 plus years and now having a building in Bond Hill, and Lincoln, right. I took a lot of heat for Bond Hill. I said, hey, I want to have the Little League World Series in Bond Hill. They said, how you going to do that? The Roselawn Park is messed up. I said, when I was on council, I said, we got to fix it. We fixed it. I called the Reds, said, hey, can you come out here and take a look? They only gave us some chairs from the old stadium, but then that planted a seed, and now we got Major League Baseball Youth Academy right there, Bond Hill, Roselawn. Then, remember the Community Action Agency in the late Gwen Robinson, she said, hey, we want to come out of a storefront on Woodburn Avenue, and we want to get into the old Elder Bierman that had been sitting empty. And I remember calling up the mayor at that time, Charlie Lucan. I said, listen, you went to Purcell, and I know you want that. Purcell wants that land that the CAA is at, but this could be a win-win. So we went there and we put up the first, I think, $1 or $2 million to get that started, which brought Community Action Agency to Bond Hill. Then when I got to the county, I remember saying Jeff Aludo, because the Port Authority was looking to get some more land. And I said, let me ride you around Bond Hill. And so we rode around, and then we brought the 513 relief bus, the original bus, before we had staff. And Lincoln, you were there. You broadcast live at the Bond Hill Recreation. They was all out the door. Yeah. And then we went down to Tri-Stone. They were all out the door. And at the end of the day, now we're back, the county. We are in Bond Hill. So Jobs and Family Services is in that building. Also, our environmental services, they've moved into the building. Veteran services, Lincoln, y'all got free parking now. Y'all in the building. Yes. We have developmental disabilities. They're in the building. Public health is in that building. And so I remember when we first was looking at that building, before I was at the county, I was at the state. So I done been city, then I got to the state, and they said, we going to tear down the old Showcase Cinema. I said, oh, man. And then they said, then here came Corinthian Baptist and the late Gwen Robinson and KZ Smith said, we going to buy this property. They bought the property, and then they said, where are we going to put Mercy? Mercy was going to Norwood. They were going somewhere else. And I was in the 33rd district at that time. It's called 33rd, Fighting 33rd. I said, it's got to be in our area. And I met with the governor, and we were able to cut a deal with Jobs Ohio, et cetera. And it was there. We broke ground, and it was built as Mercy. So when Mercy said, hey, we leaving, I said, wait a minute. Now you got all those incentives. Mm-hmm. And so Mercy, I understand, gave $7 million back to the city of incentives that the city, I'm not at City Hall, but City Hall, I guess, will be able to hopefully reinvest in Bond Hill. So now it's just full circle for me. It's nothing new, full circle, but now I'm at the county, and we got all these county services, and my colleagues, all of us voted to have it. So you guys go check it out, get some tours if you want to have tours. But this is historic. Because we have not, county and Bond Hill, they never was talking about Bond Hill.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
For 200 years, in fact, people that look like me couldn't even get a job. And my mother couldn't get a job at the county. So it's not that long ago. So with that, we had our first meeting last night.
And we'll have some other meetings. There's a room that will be dedicated, Bond Hill, one of the room dedicated to somebody from Bond Hill. And so one of the conference rooms will be dedicated to Dwight Tillery, the first mayor from Bond Hill.
Okay.
So that'll be coming up soon. And Jacqueline Edmerson, the president of the Bond Hill Community Council, fought really hard for that, and we supported it. So you'll be hearing more about that, but we're going to get some tours so y'all can come in there and see. Don't just drive by. See what's in the building.
Nice. It's really nice.
It's a lot in that building.
Yes.
So we got that now. Small businesses, all small businesses, is very important. We've done over $17+ million for small business when we had the ARPA money. We now have an Office of Small Business. I said, we got to have an Office of Small Business. How we a county? We ain't got no Office of Small Business. We now got an Office of Small Business. But then I said, don't just be in hiding. We got to have a big event for small businesses, and I don't want no leaflet fair.
Yeah.
I want some real action. And so this will be our fourth, I believe, annual Small Business, Hamilton County Small Business Day is going to be May 18th. Put it on your calendar, May 18th. You have to register, but it's completely free. We'll be at Sharonville Convention Center. We already got over 500 people to register. We normally have about 2,000 people.
Really?
We have a little more money we was able to squeeze. I said, let's squeeze. We almost up to another 200,000 that we'll be able to do in grants. They'll be taking the applications on site. And then Lincoln and I had this thing. I said, we got to have the deal room. A room where the people who got the contracts can sit down with the people trying to get the contracts, not just county contracts, but other contracts. And it has worked really well. And so that deal room, you want to sign up quick.
Now, how do you decide how much grant money these businesses will get?
Well, they'll have a number to try to get as many as possible in. When we had way more money, we had up to $10,000 per. You didn't have to pay it back. They weren't trying to get a lot of times you get these grants, they want a portion of your business. They want a percentage. You got to watch that. So they'll have a number. Alloy is our partner. And they do a lot with small businesses, so they'll be able to look at that as people bring in their request, and then they'll look at, we're trying to get as many as possible. We also have another product that I worked so hard on. I'm so proud of this product, but it's tough because we're losing black businesses because everybody's renting. And all you have to do to get rid of black businesses is go up on the rent, and the whole black business ecosystem in Cincinnati and Hamilton County, it's over.
Yeah.
And so you see companies that are going out of business. They're in these some of them done signed bad leases. I ain't got nothing to do with your lease. You signed it. Now you call our office. We can't help you. So we're trying to move to ownership. Don't you know we have more black-owned businesses with less education? I mean, my great uncle, he owned almost all of People's Corner, and he had less education than we have today. So we have more ownership. Blacks have more property. So with this new product I've been pushing, we will help you put down your down payment for a commercial property through a 504 loan. So you get the 504 loan, which is the lowest loan you can get, I understand. But then you get it and say, well, but you got to put the down payment. And we have put down 50% of the down payment. So you'll be able to come there and find out about that product before they run out of money. Find out the head people will be there at this event on May 18th. So you got to go online. You can go to 513.org to register. You don't want to be late on May 18th. And then lastly, for the senior citizens out there, we have a big Senior Citizen Day with our 513 Relief Bus. 513 Relief Bus, we're getting ready for 513 Day, and we give a counting of how many jobs and how many people we've helped. We helped over 50,000 people. So we'll have that, but this bus will have a Senior Citizen Day, and we'll be out on the parking lot of the Word of Deliverance Church May 27th. Put it down. Every senior citizen you know. If you have a grandma, grandpa, bring them out there, because we're not going to just be out there line dancing. We got some line dancing, but we're going to be partnering with the Council on Aging, and we're going to give the state of senior citizens in Hamilton County. We're going to talk about the fraud alert, people getting targeted. We're going to talk about estate planning, free. Judge Triggs is going to do that at no cost. We're going to have people help you with the AI because you don't understand the technology. And we're going to launch our utilities program that we partner with Council on Aging. You'll be able to apply for help with your utilities, and you'll be able to apply right on the spot. And then they'll take you through the process. You won't be approved on the spot, but you can apply on the spot. And so we want all of our, they call it Healthy Aging Summit, but y'all know it's the senior citizens, and you know, I'm about to be 55. I am 55. They claim I'm supposed to get some discounts now. But this is for all the seniors that will have line dancing. They will have healthy things. They will talk about jobs because seniors got to go back to work, unfortunately, in this terrible economy.
Yes.
So all of that is May 27th. May 27th, and Metro's going to have access buses to get you there as well. But this is for all seniors. I don't care what color you are. All seniors, because senior citizens are under attack right now. And so we want to make sure we have that. So those are two very, very, very important dates. And then lastly, we talked about age.
And your birthday
April,
tomorrow.
Yes, we're going to have birthday celebration tomorrow. Yeah. On Thursday, because I got everybody stopping me. Wasn't it last Thursday? No, it's this Thursday, April 30th, the last day of the month, and we'll be out at the place. It's free. Come on out. It used to be called the skating place. Do I have to skate? No, you don't have to skate. They got line dancing going. Do I have to line dance? No, you don't. You can just stop by, say happy birthday, and have a great time. It's 6:30 p.m. until 9 p.m.
Now, will you be skating?
Yeah, I'm going to put some moves on, but you know, y'all always want to get a picture and all that stuff. Now, I won't be doing no town hall meeting because I'm ready to roll.
Right. Well, you can't ask her about the property taxes while she's doing her backward skate.
Yeah, and as you know, I'm against these high property taxes and been fighting against it. The lady said, I like Alicia Reese. She works so hard, and she could just do something about these property taxes. And the guy said, have you been paying attention? I've been fighting these property taxes. I got a break for the people twice, but I got to get votes. But this new bingo deal, you can't get 30%.
Oh,
that's why I voted no.
How did that happen?
So while y'all was out there tailgating and dancing, eating ribs and all that, don't come tell me about your property tax. But the point is, I'm still fighting on that issue. And but tomorrow night, come on out. We need something positive. I mean, that's why I love to see the Michael Jackson. I was happy to see Michael Jackson movie. I was happy to have a doubleheader of Michael and the Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame documentary. We need some good news because we getting so much bad news. We can get just an hour or 35 minutes of good news. Y'all come on out there if you're positive. I'm looking for positive people to come on out. I don't care what, you're senior, you whatever. Come on out. Those who roller skate, though. You know how we do it. I'm calling out Royals, Roller World, what it was called. They said the Ritz. There was something called the Ritz. Lincoln Heights had a skating rink.
Royal Skating Palace.
Royal Skating Palace, Fun Factory, Golden Skates, USA, the Cincinnati Gardens.
Yeah.
Come on. We rolling. Now, if you haven't rolled in 100 years, don't go out there right away and think you can do it like you used to do it. But come on out, and if you don't roll, come on out, and we just going to have a good time. It's tomorrow. It's Thursday. It's at the place. Where's the place? The place is right off of Coleraine Avenue in Galbraith, behind that Thornton's on Lena. Come on out. It's free.
All right.
6:30, Lincoln Ware. I would put Lincoln Ware on some skates.
Oh, boy. I'm trying to get back in town in time to make it over there. But we'll get there. All right.
Well, hope to see everybody.
I won't put on any skates, though, that's for sure.
I don't know. Maybe we should put Lincoln on some skates. He be skating a lot on the microphone.
I tap dance a lot on the microphone. Let's break for news. 12:30, The Buzz.
WDBZ, Cincinnati, 1230 The Buzz, your talk station.
Charges are being filed against an 18-year-old suspect accused of threatening violence against staffers at Licata High School. Investigators say that Ashton Zhao made the statement on Sunday that he was planning to drive his vehicle into the school with the aim of killing its principal and counselor. He was taken into custody Monday on charges including making a terroristic threat. 2 people were taken to the hospital Tuesday after being rescued from a burning home in Newport. The fire started at 15th Street home around 5:30 p.m. There's been no word on the cause of the fire and no word on the condition of the people rescued. A former athletics coach has been arrested on child pornography charges. Green Township police arrested Dominic Bellissimo Tuesday after the execution of a search warrant at his home. Reports say hundreds of videos were discovered, many showing girls as young as 2 years old engaged in sexual activity. He is expected to appear in court today. The Reds picked up a win Tuesday night in the opener of a 3-game series versus Colorado. They played at Great American Ballpark and beat the Rockies 7-2. I'm Heather Pasco on 1230 The Buzz.
The voice of the community. We are 1230 AM The Buzz, your talk station.
1230 WDBZ, The Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station, the Lincoln Ware Show till 1 o'clock this afternoon. And we got about less than an hour of the show. Sharpton coming up. Today is Wednesday, Wet and Wild Wednesday. I don't know what he'll call it today. Al Sharpton. All right, let's see. Going in order, looks like it's Twin, Sandra Jones, and then Doug Springs. And
what's up?
Yes, Twin, what's going on?
No, you hear me on hold and stuff. It's okay to testify now? Because she done said it all.
Oh, boy. I mean, she's giving you some good information. Businesses,
I know, man. She cool.
You can get
she
grants
cool.
and all
cool,
kind of
Pete.
stuff. Yes.
Yeah, she cool, Pete. So the jump off about to happen tomorrow, huh?
What's the jump off?
The school parking lot.
Oh, yeah, yes. The school parking lot opens for homeless people. Yes.
I pray everything go well, man.
Yes.
I'm still mad, man. All that money they allocated, they should have built a
Wait a minute. What do you mean all that money they allocated? What are you talking about?
Man, you know all that money they threw away, giving it to the slumlord, and then giving $300,000 to a lighthouse. 4 people up in there, curfew. Man, come on,
what
Lincoln.
What are you talking about to the
they
lighthouse?
Section 8 vouchers for the...
What the hell are you talking about? Cincinnati Public Schools didn't give any money to the lighthouse. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the money, man, that the city, man, giving away. Player, catch up.
Oh. Who are they giving it away? Money they're giving away to who?
They're unnecessary. What they get at slumlord? $1 million?
Which
$2 million,
slumlord?
maybe?
Which slumlord you talking about?
Come on, Lincoln, catch up, man.
You talking in riddles. Who in the hell are you talking about?
Remember the slumlord they gave
There's
that money to do the
slumlords out there.
or something like that.
There's 1,000 slumlords out there. You talking about?
It was just, you know who I'm talking about. I just don't know his name or whatever. Organization, whatever they gave that money to. Then $300,000 or whatever to that lighthouse for a curfew. They could have allocated for that. For make a trailer or something, Lincoln.
Well, the curfew thing.
Section 8.
The curfew thing didn't work out well, and
okay, they knew it wasn't go away when you got 4 people going in there. It was a waste. Y'all just do something, man. And let me tell you something. Yeah, you, Mr. Lincoln Ware, Mr. Blocker. Yesterday, you had that clown up in there,
who?
Lincoln.
Jeff Birdie.
The Birdie Bird.
Yeah.
Please slow down on this one, player. I got you. Hey, you had Birdie Bird up in there, Lincoln. They do this like a turkey giveaway every year. Christmas giveaway. Helps the poor out. Helps the less fortunate out. Lincoln.
They give this money out throughout the year.
Lincoln, this a 5-year investment. What they was talking about.
It was
See,
10 years.
Y'all 5 years behind on this, Lincoln.
It's 10 years. I mean, maybe it's been 5 years since they do it, but it was a 10-year deal.
Okay, regardless of the deal, but they already had this in place. See, they already ahead of y'all. Lincoln, you had that man in that studio. He never did mention what he really go do for the black community in the West End. They about to take all that. And Lincoln, why you don't call that community activist council leader that runs the West End? Why you don't call him up in there, Lincoln?
And what would you like for me to ask him?
Lincoln, that man been MIA for the longest.
No, he hasn't.
He pull up on the studio.
Wait, he just took the job not long ago.
He did what?
He just got elected not long ago.
I'm just, I don't know who elected him. They must have been how faded or something like that. But Lincoln, he never come in there and explain like, hey, they doing this to us, and what y'all think about this?
You don't even know who you're talking about. What is his name?
Man, I don't know this dude's name. I forgot his name, man.
No, you don't even know. You wouldn't even know him if he walked up on you.
Because you block too much for these clowns. That's what I'm saying. That's all you do is bluff. But you always hollering this Trump stuff all the time. Quit doing that, man. Trump ain't got nothing to do with this city. It's your clown and that I hope she win her case, Fiji. I hope she win her case, because let me tell you, she got all of them on the list, Lincoln. She about to sing like Elvis. She got Rolling.
She's already singing like Elvis. She's already singing like Elvis.
Yeah, she got all of them. The city manager, Iris Rowley, and that Affleck on there, man. She about to sing, and they just go ahead and pay the lady, man. It was a waste of time, man. Y'all play too much in Cincinnati. I don't never take y'all ass serious, because y'all only thing y'all doing then Vernon talking about, well, what about downtown? And not Vernon, you grew up in the hood. You're in the suburbs now. So why would you downplay the hood, man?
Oh,
you come from the hood.
Twin, you're delusional.
No, I ain't no delusion. I'm talking with common sense, because y'all pump fake on this radio. You is the head leader of it. Because
you've inhaled too much of those spices in aisle 15 over at Kroger.
I don't do spices, man. That's your problem. I don't do spice. I do Gatorade, just like y'all, and I give it to you so you can throw it to the black community and bring them white folks in here just to lie in our face, man. Quit pump faking the community, man. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Don't do that.
Tell the truth and shame the devil. All right. Thanks for your call. He's on a roll today.
Well, there's one white person that lies in his face every day, Donald Trump.
Yes.
And he supports him.
And he supports him. You're right. Donald Trump lies every day. Every time he opens his mouth, he's lying. And Twin believes him. Oh, by the way, Ashley Kirkland returned yesterday. So all those people kept calling me about Ashley Kirkland. Did she leave the station? Did they fire her? No, she's back. She was back yesterday. Ashley Kirkland is back on News 5. So you don't have to ask me anymore. What happened? Where is she? I told you she was coming back. I just didn't know when. But now she's back. And she was looking pretty good in her red dress yesterday. Yes. All right. Doug Springs, then Sandra. Doug, what's up?
Fine, Lincoln. But I usually wouldn't do this, but Sandra is very important. Why come you don't go to her and then come back to me, Lincoln?
We will reserve the time for the gentleman. That's how they say in Congress. We will reserve the time for the gentleman. All right. Sandra Jones, how you doing?
I am wonderful. And, I normally would never hang on this long to talk to you, but I've been working while I've been listening. And it's like up and down in your show. And, Doug, my brother, I have the utmost respect for you as well. I love you. There's so many good people in this city. And I know that you entertain us to some degree. I just wrote down a couple of things as I've been listening. I would make caller once a week, and I would do new callers twice a week, and then I'll do a call to action one day a week, because we have work to do.
Yes.
And so Children's Hospital, I enjoyed everything that she said. I thought that was just right on time.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope and pray, Lincoln, that we can get a calendars of event together with all the organizations that want to serve our kids. It's our kids, because there are going to be one or two that don't make it back to school in September if we don't put something in place to keep them safe. And I know people say, oh, it's the parents. Then help the parents.
Right.
Help the parents, help the kids, because that's what it's going to take, people. And we can save our kids. A 15-year-old is in the ground by another 18-year-old. Those are babies that we're talking about at some point in their lives was crying out for help, and we wasn't listening. And so I want to thank you. I know we always tease you about what you're going to do after radio. I think you have found your niche, and that's community engagement, right? I know you're going to do the thing with the seniors, with pro seniors, with SCAM, because that is huge.
Yes.
Our seniors are still being scammed every day, and we need to pay attention to that. So if you don't know mom and dad's phone number, if you go to ask the average senior, I had a senior the other day, she had 100 calls on her phone. I said, what is all of these calls? She said they scam, but she didn't know how to delete them. And so just ask them at random, if we need help. At Lincoln last week, I had the great fortune to be in Atlanta for the American Society on Aging. And all I can do is just celebrate the goodness that SOAC has brought to this city, working with just about everybody when it comes to our seniors. So when I see folks doing things for our seniors, guess what? That's a feather in my hat.
Yes.
Because I've been out here advocating and hoping and praying that God continue to send the help. And he has, through my niece, Venetia Finch, who's taken SOAC to a whole new level But she can't do it by herself, right? She's only 33 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the elders we work with is my age. I am now 65. What is it that I want to age well with? So the other thing I saw that you're going to be doing is just advocating for our seniors. I see that. You are now a senior. I attended City Hall 2 weeks ago when the Advertisements group came down. And, Lincoln, I sat there and I had an out-of-body experience. I felt like I was at a slave auction.
Really? What made you feel like that?
Lincoln, you know how bad a slave auction would be for us right now?
Yes, yes.
So think about that. The anger, the disrespect to our city officials. It was so disrespectful.
Really?
To where I didn't know what to say or do. And then I found myself getting so emotional, and I thought about the condition of most of our older adults in this city.
Now tell me this. Okay, well, so it was people from the community of Evanston, or was it from the apartment?
From the senior building where the young man took off the money.
Okay, the Evanston, okay.
Okay, and
they went out.
Mr. Johnson was sitting there so cool, calm, and collected, but at the same time, I'm still offering to offer SOAC experience and expertise in providing services in any building,
Yes.
Let's talk about the Vista.
Well, Johnson was down there. Did he say anything?
I left Lincoln after seeing that. My mouth dropped. I couldn't get myself together.
Yeah.
I mean, I cannot get, because I think because I like, documentaries, and I don't like to see the bad stuff, but I like the historical piece of it, right? And I know what our people went through when they was ripped from their families.
Yeah.
And when they didn't have anything to fall on. All I can do is just drop to my knees as I was driving to my car and say, Lord, thank you, and cover these people. But Jan Michelle and Venetia Finch went over there that evening. And they have a meeting there tonight, folks.
Where at the Evanston?
It's going to be the Evanston, I believe, the community council, but they're going to address the issues with the residents. So it may be at the building. I have to go back and look at the email. But the point of the matter is, now we're talking about the kids sleeping in the parking lot, right? And we got so many things that we could tackle and make some demands on, but we're not organized. And so when it comes to our seniors, all I can say to the community, I'm here. In fact, you've made me famous. I think I've met about 10 people in the last 3 days because they recognize my voice. You Sandra Jones-Mitchell. I was like, yeah, I'm Sandra. And they mostly are elderly people that are listening. And they're listening to us to see what we're going to do for them. Thank you, Commissioner Reese, because that expo is going to be phenomenal. But I always tell the seniors, don't just go there to get the bags and stuff and all the good stuff. Find out about your health.
Yeah.
Find out about what you need, because she's right. They need jobs now. They cannot make it right now. When you have limited income, guess what? Your quality of life is going to be in jeopardy. And so people, support me. Help me. Help me continue to advocate for our seniors.
And I got a question. Did the Fifth Third Bank, did that $25 million that they gave Avondale, has it been spent, or what's going on with it?
So it was $42 million that I've been told, and they never came to Avondale Community Council, and I don't have a spreadsheet of what it was spent on. That's a question we should be asking.
Yeah, that's the question I'm asking.
Right there in Avondale, you have people that out here, Lincoln, when I find out what's going on in Avondale with some of these institutions in Avondale, I see it on Facebook, or you hear what I'm saying? They don't come to this council. I had a horrible experience at Zola this Saturday. I guess UC University was giving folks $40, right, to do a survey. I'm like, well, what's the survey for? Or we was talking about the conditions of Avondale. You know how many surveys and we don't need that. The people in line were so disrespectful. I thought the one chick was going to pull out a gun.
Really?
It was horrible. I felt sorry for Avondale and our families.
Well, were these young kids or something?
These are grown men and women. They were grown, but see, they were getting that $40 to take across the street to give to the guy. I'm like, pay their damn rent. Put it on their gas and electric bill.
And then what's going on with the businesses at the town center?
Now you think about that. So here I am, the president of this great community. Give it everything I got every day, calling folks, Lincoln, doing things. But in the meantime, TCB, who owns the property, have they worked with the folks? That's a question we need to ask as a community. If they're not working with the folks, then they need to go. See, we never get rid of folks because you know
these
why?
folks are out of town. How you gonna get rid of them? They
Lincoln,
own
they
the
have an
property.
office.
They out of town. They're out of touch. And
No, they're not, Lincoln. They're right there in the Avondale Business Center. They right next door to my my office.
Okay.
They in Avondale. They in Avondale every day. They see this. They see it. Corporate ain't that far away. We have the brother to come down here because he's here every probably at least 3 times a month. But has he met with the community? Shoot, I'm trying to get a tentative meeting within the building. ADC is doing their thing.
What's going on with the cereal bar? They had to close down.
Now, you think about that. So you have space there. Remember that same space, Sunny Blue was going to go in there. We was going to put our coffee shop.
Yes.
Boy, we had pictures. We was going to do it up.
Hold on, Sandra. Let me take a break, and then we'll come back. She's got a ton of things. We got a lot to cover with Sandra. Doug was right. She's got a lot of important things to say. Let's take a break. We'll come back 12:30. The Buzz.
Bringing you the stories that go beyond the headlines. The Tavis Smiley Show.
Oh, boy. I tell you. Jeez. These companies, the amount of money that these companies, organizations get to do surveys and studies in our community is sickening. Like we already know the issues and patterns, that money needs to be spent on solutions. Okay, Tara Powell. This is so sad. When will our people do better? Get $40 and run right to the Arab store and spend it. The slave mentality is alive and well in the black community. All right. Somebody said they didn't like this camera angle. I don't know what to tell you. They didn't like the camera angle over here. I don't know what to tell them. All the churches can buy the building in the Avondale Town Center. Come on, Kirkland. They tried that once, didn't they? They tried that once. The churches used to own the Avondale Town Center. So why go back and make that same mistake all over again, Kirkland? They tried that. The angle is odd. Why it's all centered around Facebook. I mean, YouTube, folks. I don't know. Is it odd? I'm right here. What's up? I didn't go anywhere. I'm right here. It's just coming from another side instead of right down at me. I don't know. Oh, it wasn't on when I was looking at it. It wasn't on. It'll come back after break. Different church people. Why don't you sit, you dumbass, in the corner, big dummy? Try it again. It's okay to fail. Trump failed 6 times. He's the president. First of all, these churches are not able to, some of them can barely stay open themselves. Church membership is dropping, and they're having a tough time keeping the lights on.
$12:30 The Buzz. Streaming live on your computer. Log on to thebuzzcincy.com.
1230 WDBZ, Lincoln Ware with you. And we're talking to Sandra Jones-Mitchell, the president of the Avondale Community Council. And we were talking about the cereal bar closing down. And you would say, what were you saying about the coffee shop?
So opening up Sunny Blue, I mean, that was a ideal place to be. And thank you guys that came out to Camp Washington where we ended up.
Mm-hmm.
But once our lawyer signed the lease, he said, if you sign this, you'll be stuck for the rest of your life. And I'm like, the rest of our life? So the build-out needs to happen, right? So you're looking at $400,000, maybe $300,000. You see, who was that? Mr. Nate Tubbs? He built out, got gone, right? I never know. I don't think he ever opened up the hair barber shop. And it's just expensive, right? You cannot afford to build out and then folks don't come because they have to park around the back.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? And hope they come in and hope they get there safely. And, so you got some issues. But if you're at the table and you're talking to the community members and you're engaged with them and you know them, perhaps they would come and spend some money. Because the guy over across the street, Lincoln, he's making millions. He got the fish bar, the hair place, the feet place.
How do they do that? I mean, why couldn't a black person do that?
We wouldn't have never shopped with him. I mean,
if a black, you saying if it was black owned,
we wouldn't go.
We wouldn't go there. What? And see that's a problem there.
But it's a problem we've had for generations. So we have failed to do the training piece on that. We got to show folks what they're worth. So we do it within our individual families, and maybe we'll select a few friends. But you have to do it with your people so that your community will survive. Your community will not survive without the people having proper income, education, able to buy a house so they can take care of their yard. Most people that throw down trash, they don't own that place.
Yeah.
I just never understood that. How do you just throw it down? I mean, but if it's your house, guess what? You're not going to let no trash stay there long. You're going to go out there and pick it up. So we have to change the way we think about growing up as a people, especially black folks. When you turn on the news and you look on Facebook, we have fights. They even got the babies fighting. I mean, everybody's fighting. And I think, Commissioner Reese said that, could we just have a good time?
Yeah.
And so when we try to have a good time, then you got somebody that's going to come in that didn't get vetted, and they trying to start something. You're like, hey, bro, what's going on? And they don't understand because you don't understand their mental health. And then something happens. Next thing you know, somebody's either dead or gone. But, Lincoln, this is the good part. We have a chance to do right. We have a chance to get it together. We don't have to call you and complain. There's meetings that take place every day that we need to be in mass numbers, downtown Cincinnati, the county commissioners. We don't have nothing because we don't really ask and demand anything. Then when they say, what's your plan? Like now, I'm saying, what's the plan for Avondale? What would be an ideal plan for Avondale? I would say acquire some of the properties that's empty, work with the Port Authority so that they can develop housing that people can afford, and then have your strong Avondale Development Corporation, which name needs to be changed. I'm with O.Z. Davis on that Avondale Comprehensive Development Program, and do what you need to do to save your people.
Yes.
And, I mean, you got churches in the area. I think we got 3 churches that's a part of the community council. I don't think none of their members, outside of those 3. I enjoy Pastor Seal. It took me a minute to, for us to mash together, but he is a brother that is true to the mission, and that's saving our people and helping our community.
Seal Watkins at the, who was it? Howard Hewitt concert. Seal Watkins. He's a good guy.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
But you know what? But we'll say, I ain't following him. Who we think he is, right? Same way with me. People say, and I know they talk about me, but the only thing they can say about Sandra Jones-Mitchell is that she's trying to help us, and she's willing to do whatever. I get calls every day from my elders looking for housing, looking for council on aging to come in and set it up so they can get day service. I mean, so I don't have, home health service, but Angelina Jones does, right? At Eastern Solution, Eastern Personnel.
Right down the street.
Right down the street from you, right?
Yes.
So guess what? Folks, call her. Give her your business so she can continue to grow that business to take care of our people. Lincoln, we're in trouble. We're in so much trouble. I look at these seniors, I say, do you need help? And they'll say, no, baby, I'm all right. And they're not all right.
Right, they're not,
one more thing, Lincoln. SOAC is taking seniors to New York tomorrow. We leaving out. We got 86 people that we taking. We got kids we taking. We appreciate all the folks that donated to Avondale Youth Council.
Are y'all going on buses?
We going on a bus, Lincoln.
Oh, boy.
We going to have so much fun. So you look for us, you guys, because you're talking about having fun. I get to live my dream. And God has granted me permission to advocate, and I'm going to advocate for these seniors because guess what? Now I'm that dang senior.
I hope you're as excited about this trip when you get back.
I will be, because I'm going to tell you why. It's all your mindset.
Okay.
If you set out really good to do what you need to do, nothing can interfere with that. Even if stuff don't go your way.
All right.
You got to stay focused, and
All right.
people stay focused.
Sandra Jones, thanks for your call. Call me when you get back.
All right.
For sure.
Yours will. Pray for
Okay.
us. Bye-bye.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to pray for you. A bus full of seniors and kids going to New York. Oh, boy. Godspeed is all I got to say. Let's take a break. Yeah, I need to preach a sermon for them. Let's take a break. We'll come back 12:30. The Buzz.
Hey, y'all, what up? This your boy, Ricky Smiley. I want to drop you an invite to something a little...
Oh, boy. That's going to be... I hope the bathroom works for those seniors because they'll be pulling over the bus every 10 minutes. They'll be stopping. I hope the bathroom works. Make sure it's working before you leave. Oh, boy. Yeah, that's going to be an interesting trip to New York. Woo! Are you going, Sister V? Yeah, right. Oh, shut up, twin. Sandra, I hope that's not the trip from hell, but give me a full report when you get back. Oh, boy. When you say children, how old are the children that's going? Oh, big Sister V, you going? Oh, boy. I kind of had a feeling you were going. That's why I asked that question. Oh, boy. Unbelievable. Remember, when did we go up there for? Was it Martin Luther King? The statue up there, is that what we went? I mean, we didn't ride with you guys. We drove up, but we passed you guys on the bus going up. That was to Washington. That wasn't New York. That was to Washington. That was a trip from hell. Woo! Huh? Yeah. 4 till 7. At 7, Tavis Smiley. And I think at 10, do they run Sharpton again? I don't know. I think they might run Sharpton again. Okay. Right. You should know. Yep. You went to see Asian Martin Luther King Jr. statue. Oh, God. Thomas Crawford is 99.
Securely, not only for myself, but for my family. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide. My service never stops.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
1230 The Buzz, WDBZ, a Radio 1 station.
.1230 WDBZ, Lincoln Ware, Wednesday afternoon, and we're talking a whole lot of stuff. Of course, today is the first day council is back after the firing of Chief DG. And also, they got to discuss the Smithman trying to get the fire chief and police chief to put it in the hands of council. Take it away from the city manager. Doug Springs, how you doing?
Fine, Lincoln, fine, man. You know, I could say a lot, Lincoln, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to start with the NAACP. I heard the president, David Whitehead, talking about helping the seniors at that apartment building.
Yes, yes.
And the question that popped in my mind is, I'm just wondering, and I know the NAACP going to help people whether you're a member or not, so I know that. But I just wonder how many people over in that apartment building are members.
Probably zero.
And see, that's the problem, Lincoln. We've got organizations. I ain't going to even say organizations because I've been to the NAACP meetings. I know it's only a few people. Mm-hmm. So we got a few people that's willing to help the many, but the many sit back and don't help the few.
Yeah, yeah.
So please, people, join the NAACP. Let me say this before I know I get criticized. I'm not a member now. I was up until, I think, last year, but I'm not now. But I am going to join. But, you know, people, it's a shame, Lincoln, that as a former community activist, I see with my own eyes that black people don't even care about themselves.
You're no longer, you say a former community activist. You no longer an activist, Doug?
Well, I'm not like I was, Lincoln.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons why, because they don't, the activists out there now are more intent on themselves instead of trying to get with older people to help build something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then my last point, Lincoln, and I thought I would never say this, but Twin made a very good point, because that was one of the things I would say to you, Lincoln. I listened yesterday. I know who Jeff Burdine is. I know what he was, and I know what he has done. And he was just sitting there lying, and we buy. I ain't going to say we. Lincoln, you was buying into a lot of things he was saying.
What
Lincoln,
what did he say that was a lie? What did he say that was a lie?
That basically they have interest in the people of the West End. No, their real interest is the property, the land that's in the West End. Like Twin said, they coming back. That's their plan, is to come back. Because you brought something up about could you move it somewhere else? And he was telling you how expensive it is on the river, how expensive it is there. And
because I don't want it where he wants to put it. I want it down on the banks. I think it should be down there.
But I do too. But he said he told you right away that it was too expensive.
Yeah, right. So and they got the money leverage, so they'll be able to dangle their dollars to get it where they want it.
Exactly, and that's America, and it's always been that way.
Yeah,
they put us in places that's low down and nasty and stuff, and as they stay low down and nasty, they can come in and buy it cheap and move us out, and we don't say nothing. But you know, I know that Birdie, he's the one who did the Bengals deal, right?
Yes.
And Alicia
actually, let's see. He worked for them after the Bengals had the deal. I don't think he wasn't working for him.
Before wasn't he a commissioner?
He was a councilman. Birding was on council. Yes.
Okay, I thought he was a
he's
commissioner.
He's never been a commissioner.
Okay, well I know that he helped the Bengals and to make millions off the people, and the people don't mind giving their millions away. But I know that the 30% that Alicia was talking about going back, he was against that. So for him to come and say that he care about the West End, I make $1 million and I give you 1,000, and you say because that's $1,000 more than what you had. You say, oh, that's so good. But I got $1 million. I got 2 million, 3, and I'm saying we accept crumbs.
Yeah.
And be happy.
But if you don't have it and somebody else is giving it to you
gotta. I mean, sometimes you got you know principle.
Yeah, so you say, don't give me the 1,000, I'll just suffer.
Yes, but sometimes it's better because you're gonna learn.
You know, these organizations, Q Kids,
Lincoln,
and all these other organizations.
Listen, Lincoln. Our history has been us suffering and overcoming that suffering, so we can overcome anything they throw at us. Except we get that $1,000 and think that we got something. And Vernon, no, you was wrong, brother. I'm gonna tell you, you was wrong. They should be complaining. You just don't accept something when somebody give you. That's what's wrong with us. We're so willing to bend our backs. No, I'm gonna say that. I'm sorry, not to bend our backs, to get on our knees.
Yeah.
To beg people to do for us when we can do for ourselves. And the reason we won't do for ourselves is because we don't have it. Look, I'm going to say this, and I know I'm going to get splacked, but look, there's a lot of ignorant black folks out here in Cincinnati. Mm-hmm. A lot. And I ain't talking about dumb and stupid. I'm talking about ignorant. They don't know, and they don't want to know.
Yeah.
And that's our problem. If we don't solve our problems, they're not going to solve our problems. In the West End, Lincoln, I seen the East End that was black is no longer there. I seen the part of Matt Adams where I was born.
No longer there.
And black, no longer there. The West End, no longer there. Avondale, no longer. They just moving us and do whatever they want to us, and we sit and say nothing except fight each other over crumbs. An example, I saw that video that Sandra shared about Avondale, Lincoln, and it was little kids out there and 2 grown women, especially the older one, the young girl, I think it was a younger one who was saying stuff back to the older one, but the older one was trying to fight. She was trying to run up there and fight the girl.
For what? What were they fighting about?
I don't know what the argument. I don't know what the argument was about, but all the people was in the line. Then this one older lady came up. I don't know whether she was in line or what, but I heard her. She started arguing, and then the young girl said something back. So she rushed up on it like she was gonna fight the girl. So the guy that the older woman was with, he tried to stop her, and she pushed him away and got to cussing him out because she wanted to fight the girl.
Oh my
That's
God.
the ignorance that I'm talking about, Lincoln.
Yeah, that's We got to stop that, and we good for that stuff.
We hate each other.
Yeah,
we done gone back. Now, Lincoln, we was from the times when we used to fight each other, Lincoln, in different communities.
Yeah.
Then when you wasn't fighting different communities, you was fighting people in your own community. But we wasn't trying to kill each other.
You just want
we didn't hate each other. But now people hate each other, Lincoln, to the point of they want to hurt you badly.
That's why they go for the head. Stomping the head, kicking you in the head.
Mr.
Farrakhan
Farrakhan told us.
Yeah.
Mr. Farrakhan told us, he said, ignorance will be our downfall. And I'm looking at it, Lincoln. And people don't want to learn. And the older people, they think that we dumb and stupid, so they don't come to try to get knowledge from us. I mean the younger people? I remember Senator Bowen, Mallory. I mean, all these cats was in the community.
Yep.
You saw them. You could talk to them. You saw what they was doing. Now we got leaders and black leaders that we wouldn't even know them. They don't know us and we don't know them, but yet we go out and vote for them. And a prime example, the brother they put on city council ain't from Cincinnati.
Right.
Ain't even from Cincinnati. And he got more votes than people who's born here and know Cincinnati. We're ignorant.
That was the Democratic slate. That was that Democratic slate.
Yes, and we got to learn. All Democrats ain't for us, and definitely, I'm not pushing no Republicans. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if the Democratic Party is where we got to go, then make it work for us by getting involved. NAACP, get involved with them, y'all. They helping. They out there helping. Alicia, I told you a long time ago, she is the trendsetter. She is the person that I see that's out there doing for black people politically.
Yeah.
And she's one of the ones. It's only a few.
And she still got haters. She got haters. You know what I mean?
Yes. Because our ignorance, Lincoln, we're going backwards. When I kept on telling you we're going backwards, you would always tell me, no, man. But look, I can see it.
Yeah. Okay. I agree with you, Doug. I agree with you for once in my life. All right.
All right. Thanks.
I got to run. All right.
All right.
That's Doug Springs, who says it's not for us. It's not for us. All right. We're going to take a break, and then we'll come back. Who do we have here? We've got, oh, boy, what a list. Stefan, Ponytail Wells, Sister Bridge, and James. I'll need another hour to get them all in, but we will get them all in. Coming up after the break on 1230, The Buzz.
What's happening, good people? It's your cousin Trip Fontaine, and this.
It's not for us Springs. Doug, it's not for us Springs. Doug Springs, a proud member of the Lincoln Ware Walking Club. He's out there pretty much every Saturday. He's out there. I'm not sure, David. I'm not sure. Sound like a good slogan for a T-shirt. Not for us. Have you seen this guy on Instagram where he got this meat, the tendernator? He's got this meat. It's so tender it falls off the bone.
Tenderism?
Yeah, tenderism.
Tenderism.
Yeah, tenderism.
I'm not that familiar with him, but I think I've heard of him, though.
I saw the video. He's crazy.
I think he's pretty famous, though, but I'm not that familiar with him.
Yeah, he got this meat, smoked meat, where you pick up the bone and the meat just fall off of it. Yeah.
A lot of ordinary folks, man, that's just doing their thing, have become famous on social media.
And he quit the restaurant that he was working in because somebody came up, some lawyer was going to give him like a $3,000 tip or something. And the owner, who's a white guy, said, "No, we all work here. He can't give it to him." Anyway, he was hating on the guy, and the dude quit.
Oh, wow.
But the lawyer, I guess he copyrighted his name, the tenderizer, whatever it's called. So he was on Tamron Hall. He was on what's the name? The little short bubbly girl. What's her name? Oh God. It starts with an S. Sybil, not Sybil. Sherry. Yeah, Sherry.
And the Ad Council.
You have an opinion. You've got something to say.
And that's the reason why we're here today.
12:30 a.m. The Buzz, your talk station.
1230 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati. Lincoln Ware with you. And what's his name? The Tenderism. Yeah, whatever. I don't think he's smoking that meat to make it that tender. He's putting that meat in a crock pot, or he's boiling, you know what I mean? Boiling that meat like they do at Montgomery Inn. Because that meat is just not that tender. You just pick up the bone and it just falls off. I don't know.
I mean, you can slow cook it and it'll do that, I guess.
I don't know. But the thing about it, Junebug is all mad now because he stole Junebug's slogan. You don't need teeth to eat my meat. Junebug had that years ago, and he stole that slogan, and Junebug is mad.
Was Junebug in the restaurant business back then when he said that?
Yes, he was.
Or was he in another business?
No, he was in the restaurant business. You better be careful.
My apologies, Mr. Junebug.
Right. I can't save you.
My apologies.
All right, let's go to Stefan. Stefan, how you doing?
I'm doing all right with the Lincoln, man. It's been a journey, brother. It's been a journey, man. But I'm going to piggyback real quick and fast. Birdie went to work in the Bengals front office, and after their stadium deal was passed.
Right, that's what I know. I said after. I said he worked after it passed. Yes.
Hold up. He's still working, brother, with the lobbyists, brother. So Birdie went to work in the Bengals front office, and after their stadium deal was passed, he led a campaign for a 0.5% sale of tax increase to pay for 2 stadiums. The worst stadium deal in American history.
Yes.
It took up 16.4% of Hamilton County's general budget. He a con artist, man. When he was in the studio with you, Lincoln, that's what he did, Lincoln. I asked you about the receipts, right?
Say what?
I asked you about the receipts, right?
Yes.
And when I spoke about the receipts, Lincoln, in your studio, Jeff Birdie leaned to the side and gave you a signal.
He gave me a what?
Say something. He leaned to the side. He got away from the mic. He leaned to the side.
And he handed me
No.
a book.
No. He already handed you that. He already had that.
No, he didn't. Jeff Birdie didn't lean to the side and tell me nothing.
It's on the video. Okay. I saw it on the video inside the studio. I'll tell you where it's at.
Well, I'm sure you're a professional lip reader. What did he say?
He said this. He said, when I spoke about the receipts, Lincoln, Jeff Birdie leaned to the side and gave you the signal. Say something about it. And you was like, I got the receipt, Stephon. I got the receipt.
Right. That's what he was telling me. He had given me the book. He was like, it's right in there. He was telling me it's in there. It's in the book.
I'm just saying.
That's what he was telling me.
He gave that signal to you. It's in your video. You can see it all day long.
It wasn't a signal. He was just saying, it's in there. It's in the book I gave you.
I heard him say that. I'm looking at it. He said, say something. That's all he said. Say something.
He didn't say, he said, it's in the book right there. That's all he said. He didn't say something. He just said
the mic picked it.
Oh boy!
Thinking, I bet you on it. The mic picked it up at an hour and 11 minutes. That's where it's at in your video from yesterday. But yeah, I picked that up. But yes, so you said they said earlier people were saying you was going to move people out of the West End. You said that to him, right?
Yes.
He's not going to move you out. CMHA board members are helping moving people out.
Right.
So that's what they doing, part of the whole scheme.
Well, he says he's going to help the people out in City West. He's fighting with, what's the guy's name, the white guy? You know who I'm talking about. It's always fighting for the people, getting homeless.
Brian Gary?
Brian Gary. He's working with Brian Gary to make sure those people are treated right at City West.
Lincoln. When somebody said working with, somebody's getting a check. Somebody's getting paid. They don't get along with each other. So if they don't get along with each other, you know good and well they ain't get along, but all of a sudden they get along. The games need to stop, Lincoln. It's old. It's just like how they playing people in Evanston, CMHA. Xavier College want their property over there. See, that's what they want. They want their property where the seniors at in that building over there.
Yeah.
So So I heard he say, we joining forces with the West End Council.
Yeah.
When you join forces, we cutting checks. That's why they didn't have no black representatives inside that studio yesterday with you. Mark Mallory, he's supposed to be the one speaking up for the black community.
Galen Gordon.
Galen didn't come. None of them didn't come.
Well, he's the manager of a hotel downtown.
I know he's the manager of the hotel. I know about all that, Lincoln, but it's a time and a place that you can have real representation to come in the studio to talk about this. But nope, they brought in the fast talkers and the BS walkers.
They bought the money people in, the people that putting up all the money.
It's just so sad. He's like, well, we bragging on about we giving out uniforms. We uniform. We doing prime food pantry, supporting kids' bikes. No computers, no computers, but bikes. And they ain't building up the community. They building up for their empire. You know what I mean? We know it's a lobbyist game, what they doing, Lincoln. Pushing people out of the neighborhood. Ancestors, part of that. She helped the stadium deal come down there. All this stuff, Lincoln. We playing people, but we laughing in each other's faces. Still cool. You could have had that man in there and say, you know what? You should work with the people, Jeff Birdie, that's trying to sell their property. Work with them, Birdie. No matter what, work with them.
We brought that up, and he says, he says, They got the property down there, and they're not pushing to get it.
But for the white man get $3, $4, $5 million for Fast Eddies. You get what I'm saying? The tire shop dude, he ain't own the building, but he got a check.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like how they
they'll give them a check, but it might not be what they want. They'll give them a check.
But Lincoln, we understand that, Lincoln. Watch this. It's just like how they played Nick Johnson with the sport bar. You know
okay. Wait, stop. So what did FC what did they have to do with Nick Johnson?
Whoever owned the building.
Yeah.
They in cahoots. We had some FC people came down there and helped supported Nick on that project. So they needed that help, man. He needed that help.
Well,
how the hell am I gonna pay $37,000 for some rent? I ain't even got no drywall in there yet.
Yeah.
Huh? See, they could have came and supported that man. Don't turn their backs on him now. The money's still there. Ain't nobody spent no money, none of that.
Yes.
It was the money going toward the project.
Yeah, I know Nick Johnson has been trying to get that place open forever, it seems like.
We need black development down there. Black development.
And he just can't seem to get over the hump. All right. Stephon, I'm so late.
The hump he got over is just he need that support.
Yes.
If they voted on it, they're going to give the money, give it to the money. Give him the money. And then that CBA, Lincoln, that $300-something million they going to develop on the corner of Central and Liberty, it need to be black development with the CBA. They signed a CBA a long time ago with this.
I got to go. I just got to go. I just can't. Sister Bridge, you got a couple of seconds here.
A couple of seconds. Oh, how are you? Okay, I wanted to talk about Chief Fiji, and I wanted to talk about Trump. And just real quick with Trump, I just wanted to say that is a distraction, and to get everybody off the Epstein files. So just don't be dismayed. We know that, he does what he do, and you can't believe nothing that he does, and you can't believe whatever comes out of his mouth. So we already know that,
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have time to talk about Chief Fiji. I don't have time to talk about that. But I wanted to say this. You remember when you said that God is a hands-off God?
Yes.
I asked him, why do people say that? And he told me.
He wasn't going to tell you. He's hands-off. He wasn't going to tell you.
Let me tell you. He said this. He said he's not hands-off, but the world as a whole is so hands-on that what do they need him for when they are trying to be him?
He actually told you that. How did he tell you that? How did he tell you that?
Because I I pray and I ask God things, and this is what he's telling me.
Well,
but
how does God sound? How does God sound? If he told you that, how does he sound?
How does he sound?
Yeah.
I hear him. He's a still small voice, and I hear him in his word. I hear him when I speak to him. He talks to me, he talks for me, and he talks through me. And so, yes, he did tell me that. So if we stop trying to do his job, then he could be more hands-on. And then also, because Jesus is my Savior, all my life, he's been a hands-on God all my life.
All right.
And one more thing, I just want to say, if you were drowning and someone was throwing you a lifeline, what difference does it make what his name is or what color skin he is? You know, because people say that Jesus Christ, that's his name, but a lot of people don't like to call him that. They want to call him Yahshua, which that is his name as well. But I'm just saying, whatever his name is, just know that he's the rock. He's the rock, and he's the,
all right, I got to go. I'm out of time. Sharpton is knocking at the door.
Okay, thank you.
I got to let him in.
Soon. I got something else that I want to share with you, but I'll talk to you about it later.
Okay, all right, got to go. That's going to do it for me. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Well, Kevin Aldridge will be here tomorrow morning. And so everybody that didn't get in, call Kevin tomorrow. 12:30, The Buzz.
12:30 a.m. WDBZ Cincinnati, a Radio 1 station. Online at thebuzzcincy.com. We are 12:30 The Buzz, your home for Get Up. Mornings with Erica Campbell.
The views and opinions.
Oh, boy. Woo. Lord have mercy.
She said she didn't have enough time, but she kept talking anyway. She said she didn't have enough time.
Oh, boy. And God told her he's a hands-on God. Oh, he sounds like her brother, Lincoln Ware. He sounds like you, like us. Oh, boy. All right. When you leaving, Sister V? Going to New York on that bus. When are y'all leaving, Sister V? No, he can't call tomorrow. We can't play Lou Rawls anymore on YouTube. We can't play that.
We're suffering too, so.
Yes.
Don't think I play this with joy.
Man.
I sit at home I was thinking this morning, I want to listen to some this. That's right, can't do it anymore.
Yep.
Yep.
Sister V is not taking a Delta flight. Sister V is going to ride with the people. With the people, as Bill Cosby would say.
With the people.
My Jello pudding pops. Oh, boy. Oh, they leaving tomorrow? Your sister's going with them? How old are your sisters, Clifford? Oh, that's Terrence. That's why you're. I was saying something. Assalamu alaikum, my brother James Muhammad. Oh, his sisters is 80 and 69. Okay. That's going to be a long trip. For 80-year-old, that's going to be a long trip. Let me tell you. She going to barely be able to get off that bus when they get to New York. Oh, boy. Lincoln, you and Terrence have a great evening. Okay. And no more dancing for me, they say. Yeah, won't be any more dancing off that music. I have to save my dancing for the Sunday Soul Classics.
There you go.
Yes. One will be 70 in June. So a 70 and an 80-year-old on a long bus trip to New York. Not good.
So the bathroom is going to be a revolving door, huh?
I hope it works. Sandra Jones, you make sure you talk to the bus company to make sure that bathroom is working. Some of these bus companies, they'll know something's broke, and they don't fix it. They'll still go out on a trip, knowing that the stuff is not working. They just want to get that money. The TVs don't work. The mic don't work, and they never get it fixed. I just don't understand that.
They'll be stopping by every restaurant they can find on the way up there, huh?
Oh, boy. I love it when you dance, Lincoln. Well, there will be no more dancing. Nakia, you're 62? Jesus Christ. Where did the time go, Nakia? You're 62? Jesus. I remember when you was a little girl. And you're 62? Damn, I must be getting old. How is this angle, Jerica? Do you like this better now, Jerica?
You like this better, Jerica?
I don't know if she's on there. She was complaining about the angle of the camera. And I thought maybe I could just turn around.
She wants you to point it down.
And look and look at the camera.
We know how Jerica is.
Oh, boy. She said 52. Okay, I needed to go in closer. Okay, 52. All right, that sounds better. That 5 looked like a 6 from back here. Okay, 52. Yeah, that's a lot better. Lemmy says it's a much better angle. The name Nakia makes me think of Zakiya. Rest in peace. Much better angle. Okay. Lincoln, we 80-year-olds we look good and in good shape. Okay. All right. Okay, we'll see. It's still an odd angle. Terrence, shut your creepy self up.
Did I awake the beast? Did she respond? Is that Jerica?
Yeah, that's Jerica.
You know I said all that just for you to say something, Jerica.
Oh, boy. When is the next toast? We're working on that. We're working on me going on YouTube from there to get it out over here because I won't be able to just do Facebook and go out from there. It's got to come through here to be on YouTube. So we're working on that. It won't be this Friday, but hopefully it'll be next Friday. We'll have a toast.
Yeah, Owen is over here now, so he's telling me about it.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's here.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to end up with the laptop. We'll see. All right, folks, I'm getting ready to get out of here. Take it easy. We'll tune in tomorrow morning. Kevin Aldrich will be here. The Preacher Man, the boxing preacher, will be in here. So I'm out. Oh, that's right. I'm getting ready to turn you off. It's in your hands, Terrence.